See.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck. Can't stop, unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy, gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it, I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret and frenemies. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be real.
I will fix it shortly, but welcome everybody. Welcome in. We've got a good show for you. We are going to have Wild Rage announce the show. It's good to see everybody. But actually, hold on just one moment. I got to, let's see. How's everybody doing? It's good to see everybody. So right now we're going to have Wild Rage go ahead and announce the show for you guys. So enjoy. Wild Rage, go ahead and take over.
Yo, 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 C2CW. It's that day. It's not only Friday the 13th, but it's fucking Friday. And tonight we got a good show for y'all. I'm your master of ceremonies. Wow. And we have a great show for y'all tonight. So I want everybody to enjoy, have fun, interact, and let's do like we do all the time. Show love. Cause what we say, love is everything and everything is love. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little preview of what we got going tonight. So we will have history, wrestling history by the great man Jedi. Neek himself. Also, we will have great interviews, whether it's in character or out of character, by Steve Fleabags and Andrew Hunter. The hunt is on or Fleabags out. We shall see. But with further ado, I'm going to introduce the real host for the night, DJ Tater and Vextra.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for that amazing
Oh,
introduction.
I guess they're not ready, guys.
No, no, I'm here. I'm here. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
we're supposed to say hi?
No,
And I believe
thank.
it
What
is
y'all supposed to do?
Frenzy tonight, not Vextra.
Yes, it is. Is
Oh,
his friend?
Francis.
Yes, Vextra is in the chat. She's enjoying with everybody. She's got her memory back. So she told me she promises not to get mad at anybody or throw fits or anything. So she's in the chat enjoying everybody's company. But thank you so much, Wild Rage, for that amazing introduction. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so as we all know, Blue cannot make it tonight, but I believe he will make it in chat as well as Frenzy. I'm not Frenzy. Feisty. Feisty. So as everybody knows, Blue is taking a little break, and so is Feisty. They just want to take a little step back and rejuvenate and re-energize, and we just want to wish them all the best, and we thank you all for all your love and support through it all. I know it's been hard for them, but you know what, they're getting through it. We'll get through it together, and you guys are amazing, so thank you for all the positivity. uh Tater, is there anything you wanted to add to that?
This, yeah, we have to. We say it. We say everything is love and love is everything, or something close to that. I may have switched it, but it's time to embody it, and we are definitely sending the heart and soul of C2CW our love, and the family misses them, but we hope they rejuvenate and come back better than ever, well rested, and a fresh mind, and whatever else you want fresh.
Yes, always got to have the freshness is very important, so be sure to freshen up every day. Especially after you guys
They,
wrestle, because man, you guys poochy all the time, I hear.
they are saying they cannot hear Tater talking.
Cannot hear Tater talking. Oh no. Uh, let's see.
And Big Rig is saying no sound. Can you hear everybody but Tater Tot? I
Tater
do
is
not
too low.
control the sound. That is Miss Frenzy, who is the wizard with the magic.
Okay, Tater too low. Is she better now?
Can you hear me now?
Hopefully. You hear everyone, Rob Z? Okay, Rob Z. Okay, better now. Okay, I may have had her a little bit too low in my eardrum. It's totally okay. Tater is on but low.
Am I still low? One, two, three, four, five,
Okay.
six. Can they hear me now? Can you
They
hear me now?
can they can they can hear you now. Everything is good. Okay. All right, everybody is good, and they can hear Tater. We are actually waiting for flea bags to get in here as well. But Tater, is there anything else that you have to add to as far as updates or anything?
I cannot think of any. Um, we just living it, living it. We live in it.
You're living
But
the dream.
yeah, everybody has really stepped up to show that we are so much deeper than any Fed, and that at the end of the day, love is everything, even if they want to strangle some of the people sometimes. But
Yes, yes.
that's the case with any family.
That is correct. That is correct. So just a quick update for all. The way how this works is for the interviews. Okay, I just want to say it now just so that we get it out of the way and we have people already in line. But if you want to be interviewed, you can be interviewed both in character or out of character, maybe both, depends. What we need you to do is to go on Discord and the out of character and put your name in. So that way we have a list of who is available and we have the order. Okay, so if like you said, and then if you want to, we can add, or if you add in character, out of character, or how you want to be interviewed as yourself or in character, please add that as well so we are ready to go. So again, if you guys want to be interviewed, it's just interviews. There's no promos, no nothing, just interviews. And what we need you to do is put yourself in the waiting room in Discord, and then we will drag you up when we are ready for you. So again, we're going to go by the list. Put yourself on Discord in out of character chat and put yourself in the waiting room.
Uh,
We go ahead.
I will say, like, because the waiting room, it'll go alphabetically. So make sure in out of character, you say, hey, I want to come in. And Tater will make sure to keep the queue, like, in order so you know when you're coming up. But hop into the waiting room, please. Because if it's your time and you're not here, we're going to have to move on to the next person.
Yes, 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 that is correct. All right, so if we are ready, I think we might be ready for Nick. Nick, are you ready to do your thing? We're gonna have we'll have let's see.
Hello, Miss Feisty. We see you in the chat.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, I am ready to do my thing.
Okay.
Ready like spaghetti?
Ready and ready.
All right,
Anyways,
well, everybody, you hear the voice. He needs no introduction. It's the man Jedi with wrestling history. Ooh, yeah.
oh yeah. So, for some wrestling history regarding C2CW, I'm going to throw a little trivia question into this history. And the question I have for everybody is this: who was the first person crowned C2CW champion of any kind? And when I say that, I mean the first person to be named a C2CW champion.
Ooh. Does anybody know in chat? It's a good question.
Yes,
Got
and
to
I
put
figure we
in.
give them a good 30 seconds to a minute to answer before I give out the answer.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and repeat the question?
Yes. Again, the trivia question is, who in C2CW was the first champion crowned of any kind?
Hmm. Is it female or male?
The clue is it's a male.
Okay. All right. You heard it, folks.
What was the question?
Who was the first ever C2CW champion of any kind?
Okay.
And it's a male. That's the clue.
All right. So everybody is saying Green Walker.
Ding, ding, ding!
Oh. So there you have it. Green Walker. Yes, he was the first world champion, right? In the
The
C2CW.
undisputed champion.
Oh, the
He was the
undisputed.
first undisputed, yes. Which was the
Nice.
first championship we crowned on our very first show.
Great, great.
Just remember, you guys, if you say that you want to do this, you need to hop into the waiting room all the way at the bottom of the Discord on the left-hand side. You will see, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see it says Castle Party, which you won't be able to join. And then you will see waiting room. Join the waiting room and we will pull you up. If we don't see you there and you're in the queue, you will miss your time, your opportunity.
You heard it.
Sorry to
No, you're good. Should I ask another trivia question?
Yes, yes, go ahead. We can wait a little bit longer.
Alrighty. This question is, what was the name of the first faction Kyle Burton was part of when he came to C2CW? Again, the question is, what is the name of the first faction that Kyle Burton was part of when he entered C2CW?
Ooh, Kyle Burton. He was in a faction in the beginning. Okay. So does anybody know what faction Kyle Burton was in? And Kyle cannot answer for himself. That is cheating.
Right. That would be cheating. Because you would think he would know his own factions.
Yes. Okay, so we have people in the chat saying Lost Prophets. Oh my gosh. Miller saying the
Ding
Sheep
ding
Show.
ding ding ding. They got it right.
And people saying also Deja Vu. So it is the Lost Prophets. Lost
Correct.
Prophets is no more, but we will not say why. But they are lost in the universe somewhere. So, all right. Okay, thank you so much, Nick, for that trivia. We are looking forward to
You're
some more
welcome.
trivia in a little bit. But Wild Rage, you want to go ahead and introduce our next segment of people coming in?
Oh no, we got more people coming in.
We've got
Hold,
more
hold on, hold
people.
on. Wait. I see the guys coming up. There they go. Fleabags and Hunter. What? They together? We never thought we would see that. Oh man, we got the crowd going wild for these guys. So with no further introduction, ladies and gentlemen, I bring out Steve Fleabags and Andrew Hunter.
Hello, y'all hear me?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we hear you.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
How
first of
y'all
all,
doing today?
before we get this thing going, Isabella, you are at the hospital. Please make sure everything's okay and give us an update when you find out anything.
Yes.
I'm seeing that in the chats that she is at the hospital.
Oh
So,
man. Definitely want to wish her the best and recovery, whatever she is going through.
okay. Now, where were we?
Well, this
We
is
are
Steve
having
Fleabags, guys. Happy Friday the 13th.
Yes. Happy Friday the 13th.
It's gonna be a wild night tonight. Tonight we're gonna do some interviews. So people, if you want to be interviewed, this me and Andrew are here. We just arrived in the building. Thank you, Wild Rage. You're the best. I like the introduction.
Yeah, that
And
was sweet.
We're gonna be asking questions. You have any questions or people you want to interview first, Andrew?
No, I'm kind of just going with the punches as of right now. I had one guy I was going to interview, but
looks
I don't
like
know if he's going to make it tonight. So we'll just roll with what we roll with. I do have a question for you, Fleabags. Since it is Friday the 13th, like, what's your favorite slasher?
My favorite slasher would have to be the king himself, Michael Myers.
I had a feeling you would go that way. With me, I'm more Jason Voorhees.
Love
If I
him.
ask Luna, Luna's going to just say herself because she likes to play with knives.
Oh gosh.
I wish we could get Luna in the booth right now. Yeah, ask her. Who's your favorite? What about you, Jedi? What about you, chats?
That's a good question for the chats.
What say you?
I know it is the 13th. Rob Z says a slasher of prices? Princess.
I like slash the prices. I like discounts. Friday the third. Black Friday.
Oh, let's see here. They made Santa, or they made, what was it called? Santa Sleigh. That was a slasher. Yeah, I'm waiting for Friday the 13th. I can't wait for Nightmare on Elm Street to finally come out with a Christmas film since he's wearing a Christmas sweater.
Really? That's a
Oh, that
Christmas
would,
movie?
dude. Friday the 13th. You have Freddy Krueger, and he could just do like a whole Christmas Carol. It was like Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night, and as you know, because he kills them all in their dreams. That would just be a great hook to a trailer for a movie.
Yeah, I just realized this is our first time together, and we also have our third reporter with us. Frenzy's with us. So this has never happened before. This is history. Somebody take some pictures, please. Where's the paparazzi? Thank you. We posing right now, so everybody pose. This is C2CW history right here. All three reporters being cooperative,
Yes,
all in one
yes.
night. It's like an award show.
An award show. Well, without further ado, let's bring on our first guest.
All right, we have, it
That
looks like
shall
Demon
be
Dark. Demon Dark, are you in here? Can you hear us?
I am.
Are
All
the
right,
bodies
gentlemen,
hitting the floor?
take over.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yes, are the bodies hitting the floor today, Demon Dark?
Well, it is Friday the 13th. The demons, one of the demons' favorite days, other than Halloween.
It seems
So you
that
all about the tricks or the treats?
Both.
Good answer.
the tricks of the what?
That's Spaceman. Tell him I said I'm pulling out the treats and the tricks.
So Demon Dark, and I hope Demon Chris is with you somewhere, or he's coming to get you. What does hit the bodies? What does make the bodies hit the floor mean? What are you telling us?
I came to raise hell and fight.
So when you
I've
step
always
in
been
that
a
ring,
fighter.
you say that again, sir.
I'm a fighter. I'm a brawler. The only ones I won't fight really are the ladies. I have a lot of respect for the ladies. One I fear, and that's Mistress Luna. Luna scares me. And I'm a demon, and Luna scares me.
Mistress Luna scares you. She is. I like to hear stuff like that. Okay. I hope the other wrestlers hear you. You're a fighter. You're looking for a fight. Any opponents you're looking for?
Well, it depends. Let's see, I've faced Rig. Rig's one of them that's giving me the run for my money. Fireface, I'm not scared of him too much. VIP's giving me a run for my money. Star's giving me a run for my money.
Now, speaking of VIP, you and your brother were in a match between VIP and Rig and lost. How are you as a tag team recovering from that? And what is your game plan moving forward as a tag team?
Win some, lose some. Can't win them all. Just watch out. And Hunter, you can tell your buddy VIP, there's a demon bomb coming for him, or the air demon bomb.
Okay.
Better known as me doing the suicide dive over the top rope.
I think he does that too. So I think he's got the message.
Hope VIP heard him. So, can I ask you a question, Demon Dark? You've been in C2CW for how long?
I've been with C2CW since day one.
Oh, you a day oneer? I didn't get here in day one. I was hired later on. But
yeah, I'm day one. I've been here.
That's
my
honorable. I like that.
Because of that crooked referee James, and then my second match, I took him straight to hell in a cell, and I destroyed his soul.
I think I remember that. I always been a fan. But I wasn't part of the show yet. But that was a memorable moment. And we want to see more of those in the future.
Out of a lot of the men, I am one of them that I've held multiple gold. And not only in this company, other companies I've held gold.
So what?
You say you held gold. What gold you held? The tag champions and what else?
Here it's men's faction, men's tag, first United champion, all in C2CW. And my very first company, one that's no longer part of our faction, our group, I'm not going to say the name, I'm not going to get into it, but 3-time US champ there. Another company, Mr. Death Shadow's company, shout out to CJ. I was the Intercontinental champion. And I've also held gold in another tag, 2 other belts in another company, Mr. Blackjack Cowboys company. I am the European champion there and the one half of the men's tag there.
Oh, it's very impressive resume you have there.
So, but it seems like to me you're more of a tag team wrestler than a solo wrestler.
I can't help what management puts me in. I would prefer more solos so I can kind of start going after the big belts that Mr. Rage and whoever else hold.
That sounded like he was trying to throw some dirt at your way. I would love to see Andrew Hunter and Demon Dark in the match. I would love to see that match.
No, it's not Andrew Hunter. He seems like he wants a shot at Wild Rage.
I've already fought Rage after he fucked up my Dodge Hellcat.
Oh yeah, I have to get that match. That sounds like a SummerSlam, match.
After he crapped in my Hellcat, I literally took him to the ring and I kicked his ass.
How's that Hellcat? Still smelling like Cal Burton?
No, actually, it's back up and running. And it's back in. It's staying in the garage.
Well, I tell you what. You take that Hellcat over to VIP Customs, and they'll get it detailed and cleaned out for you.
Where's already paid for it all.
Tonight?
Do what?
Parker Security. We should interview them after the Demon Dark interview. Like to know what's going on with protection of our wrestlers. I've been assaulted many times.
I don't think Parker Security likes me too much at the moment.
What's this you speak?
Well, it's because last show I kind of went off the rails and kind of had the old faithful Louisville Slugger wrapped in barbed wire.
Oh
yeah, that was the night that Bella Rose stepped in between.
Me and the walking toilet bowl.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I thought it was also dipped in kerosene and covered in shattered glass, but that was a crazy night.
No, mine's just wrapped up in barbed wire.
How do you get that shattered glass in there? What was it? Was it a metal bat, a wooden bat? How do you get that?
It was
that glass
aluminum. It's aluminum.
aluminum?
If the princess, do you have any questions?
The chat would like to say, Spicy Ghost says, Spicy Ghost would poop in Demon Dark's mouth.
Let's respond.
That's very unsanitary.
That is not something I would be into. That would be more of a Kyle Burton thing. And if Mr. Spicy Ghost is listening, tell him I would like a rematch one day.
So you heard that, Mr. Spicy Ghost. You're listening.
And now wait, you have VIP with Wild Rage, the Streets of Rage, because he's a street racer, and then you also have VIP and Spicy Ghost as the MVPs. Are the Demon Dark brothers challenging to a tag match, or is Demon Dark trying to get Ghost solo?
I'm going after Ghost solo because I've lost my first match with Mr. Ghost. That's the thing. I might lose some, but I'll come right back for more. You better knock me the hell out. Otherwise, if not, I'm going to come back up swinging.
Okay.
So who you want to fight? Would you like a great match?
I'll play any male on the roster, pretty much.
So you want to go solo?
Against my Deja Vu brothers. I fought Rage. Give me somebody I've not faced. That's the thing. I've faced a lot of the men.
Have you faced?
I don't want to know whatever Tater Tot's laughing about.
Miss Tater. What's getting the giggles? What's the chat saying?
Rob Z said even Spicy Rico's text have an accent. And apparently, according to Spicy Ghost, Rob Z wants a chicken wing in his outlet.
In his
Rob Z
Ew.
needs to. Rob
What
Z
the
just needs to
hell?
stay in
Pause,
his clothes,
pause,
not be
pause,
running around in
pause.
his underwear anymore.
But
What are we gonna do about that, Rob?
Did you guys hear me? I said Rob Z
Yeah.
needs to stay in his pants and not be in his underwear anymore.
That's true. That's
but
true.
Texan said lots of men. But yeah, I think we're about done with
Yes.
laughing
All right.
at
He's back
Demon
to
Dark.
looking like a go-go
All right,
dancer.
Demon Dark. We'll see you later.
Hasta la
Peace
vista.
out, Demon Dog.
Thank you, Demon Darky, for
Drink
coming
one of
in.
those C2CW waters. Thank you.
Alrighty.
And
Have a good one.
now making their way to the area is Mr. Big Rig.
Rig himself, ladies and gentlemen, the most decorated individual of the males in individual titles, Big Rig.
Welcome.
Hold on. He's being a little shy, and he decided he wants to make another grand entrance. Hello, Big Rig. Oh my word.
Oh my God. Put your big boy
Damn.
pants on, Rig.
Big Rig.
Big Rig. Hello.
Are you done tap
Hello?
dancing?
I think I'm done tap dancing.
Okay.
There we go.
I was starting to wonder if he needed permission from Vexture to come in the booth.
Ooh.
I thought I was.
Ooh.
It said you're in the phone call by yourself. I was like, who the hell is talking to me? I'm supposed to be by myself.
Well, you are now in the hot seat with Mr. Fleabags and Mr. Hunter.
All right, Fleabag and Hunter, how you guys doing?
Oh,
We're doing
pretty good. It's good to
yeah,
see
we
you
all
here.
right.
You are a very well-known wrestler in C2CW. Very popular. From what I've seen, I've only been here for like a month or two. Very decorated. Anything you would like to say to your fans tonight?
Not really. I'm just out here to chill out. You know, if I don't know if you guys are asking me what match I want, but I got somebody in mind right about now.
Ooh, you jumped straight to the point. Andrew, any questions about that?
I mean, the floor is his.
Who you want to fight?
Well, usually I don't call anybody out. I fight anybody, anytime. I don't care who it is. But lately, yeah, I have a lot on my mind. So I want a Mr. Nico Porter.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now, is this
The
because he's
Jedi
eliminated
himself.
you? Is this because he's eliminated you in multiple Royal Rumbles and has kind of made you a stepping stone for his career?
Great fact.
No, that is not why. That is a good point, though. I just added fuel to the fire right there.
Because
Okay,
it seems
Mr.
like
Big Rig.
ever since Nico went down to the training center and came back, he's kind of turned a lot of people like Big Rig and Rob Zine, a few others, as like a pillars to the ladder of greatness as he tries to reach for that brass ring. Because I remember him saying something about he had, I want to say it was the United title in his sights.
He could have whatever. Well, see, I wasn't even going for the United title, but now that I know he wants it, now that United title is in my sights, now I want that one.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It
What
was
type of match
Well,
you
me
want
be
with him?
well, me being a close friend of Jedi's, I know what he really wants, and what he wants is the undisputed.
Well,
Oh.
I think we might need to get Jedi up here, and maybe
Yes.
him and Big Rig can talk.
Call him.
Yes, I think so. Good idea.
Spicy Ghost said he has a question. Why did Jedi turn his back on Big Rig, then fart on his big bald head? So Jedi got some explaining to do.
He definitely has some explaining to do.
All right, get Jedi in here.
Oh.
Get Jedi in here.
Yes.
That's crazy.
All right, we got
Okay.
Jedi
I'm
in here.
here.
Jedi.
I
Oh,
am
that
here.
is part of my head.
What's up?
This is Jedi Nico?
What's up?
Ooh, he's talking to you, Rig.
He comes in like a bat out of hell, like he's scaring somebody. Can't scare nobody. Sit down.
I ain't fear nobody.
Okay. All right, you two settle down. Okay, Jedi. With your recent return from the training center and stuff, you had a match to solidify yourself against VIP, and won that match. And since then, you have been on a career tear as of late. And it looks like you've been making an example out of a lot of agency people who have you recently turned your back on to join the Atomic Armageddons. So, can you explain why you have singled out Big Rick? 'Cause it seems like you've eliminated him and have basically personally decided to make him your bitch.
First of all, let's rewind the tape a little bit, shall we, and give you some known facts history, okay?
I think I rewound
For
it about
example,
3 months.
well,
Right? It's
first of
already
all,
rewounded.
first of all, let's put some facts there. I didn't betray and walk away from nobody. They walked away from me. They were given an opportunity to stay with me and chose to go out the other door and leave me behind. So what did I do? I went and found some true friends that actually gave me an opportunity, and I agreed to the opportunity. Therefore, I took the opportunity that was given to me, and as we've seen, taking that opportunity had gotten me to a newfound start and try to reach new heights.
So opportunity is the word of the day.
Well,
Yes.
that was a
And
that was a lot of $10 and $12 words. So let me translate this to you. You turned your back on agency and joined Atomic Armageddon because what you're saying is true. You would have stayed as agency, kicked them out to another group, and recruited more people for agency. But for the fact you
No,
dropped
don't try
your
to change the words. That's not what
no,
happened,
so
sir.
because you
Time out.
dropped your
That's not what
agency logo,
Find
happened.
out the
picked up
words
the new
now.
logo.
Now you're trying to put words in my mouth. That's not what I said. I said they walked out on me. I didn't walk out on them.
But why
How
do
did
they
they
still?
walk out?
But
Hey,
why do
I
they
wonder
still
if Jedi
carry?
even believes that poop that's coming out of his mouth.
Damn.
Okay, so hold on. Let me ask this question to Big Rig then. Since you and your team walked out on Jedi, why do you still fly the agency flag then if that's originally his group?
The agency flag is no longer flown. It is burned down and burned to ashes.
Ooh.
Bad day. R.I.P.
Now, would you say that the agency was Jedi's child, that he birthed the idea, or was it a group effort? Big Rig.
At first, it was Jedi's child, but I came in quickly, and I feel like we both built up the agency ourselves.
I'm not going to disagree with that. I'll give him that one.
You can disagree all you want, but hey, it is what it is.
So I guess
Like
I
I
can.
At the
said,
end of,
I,
at the
I
end of
once
the
called
day,
you
we
my
do.
brother. Now all you ever are to me is just somebody I used to know.
Ooh.
Somebody that I used to know.
So,
Wow.
Big
Fuck.
Rig, how do you feel about the fact that Jedi said you and the agency, his brothers, they turned their back and walked out, but you guys essentially went back to where you started, and he did not.
That's what I'm saying. If he feels that way, all he's got to do is look up and see what the it says on a building, on the side of the building when he walks in. What does it say? Because I could damn sure it doesn't say agency, even though it is burned down. But at the moment, it would have said agency. But he chose to be in a strange land all by himself. When I went back home, I decided to be with family that he was trying to leave behind.
Whoa. You want to talk about family, right? Let's talk about a guy named Zach, right? Aren't you also the one that told me to not trust him at first, but then you decided, oh, you know what? Let's give him a chance at the end of the day?
Exactly.
Wow.
I told you not to trust Zach. And for why would I say that? Because he was a black dragon.
Right?
But kind of think about it now, Zach has been proven more of a brother than you have ever been.
Whoa.
Really?
Ooh,
And that's why, right? And that's why when I was and that's why when I took a leave of absence, right, you went to Zach as your partner instead of going who we agreed was the alternate partner and LoJack, who has always been loyal to both of us and never left and said anything to either of us, right?
Hey, now wait a minute. Now,
LoJack has been loyal. I'm surprised you even bring him up because LoJack has been more loyal than you have ever been. It's just the fact that he's not always around 24/7.
Now hold on. My
But
sources
he
say that
he
Jedi
has
did
been
not
loyal.
take a leave of absence. That he went down to developmental because he got tired of getting beat by midgets.
Oh
I
wow,
don't know
that
where you
even makes
get
it
your
even worse.
sources from, but this is not fake news, sir.
I'm just saying because it was
So
like
you're telling me he wasn't on vacation then?
this is just my sources. My sources could be wrong.
They're definitely
So with Big
wrong.
Rig, with all this information being let to the light, it seems that you and Jedi will have an intense rivalry. What type of match will y'all want to start this rivalry with?
I
We
don't care
want to
what
see.
kind of match he wants. I'll take him in any match.
Hey, Jedi thinks he's superior in an Iron Man match, so hey, I'll face him in an Iron Man match, and we'll see who's superior.
He came to your world, Jedi. What are you gonna say to that? What if you win? You gonna give him another shot?
Man, he could take all the shots he wants. He just better not miss. Remember, I'm
But
a
I
Jedi.
don't.
Remember, I'm a Jedi. I don't need to deal with a bunch of stormtroopers.
Oh, you a
Stormtroopers.
stormtrooper? You say you play
All
in the
right.
dust.
Huh.
I ain't no stormtrooper, buddy. I'm a Marine. We don't miss.
Ooh.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And with that said, I think it's time to move on to another interview because this one's just got too hot to handle.
Big
All
Rig,
right,
thank
guys.
you. It's been honor.
Good talking to you guys.
I'll see you in that ring. I'll see you in that ring.
Just make sure you show up, buddy.
Oh, I'll show up. You just better bring your fist. Remember, step up or shut up. You know what it's at.
Hey, just
Now,
remember what you
Jedi,
for.
before you leave, we're gonna ask you some questions as well since we have you here. But these are not gonna be about Big Rig. This is gonna be about you've been here. You're a vet. I'm gonna ask you some questions, buddy. How you feel about that?
Go ahead.
See you backstage all the time. You did something that was just mentioned today. You left your agency. I remember weeks ago. You walking backstage, shocked us all. You came back with Zach and the whole squad, and it was one of the most touching things in C2CW history. How can you go from that and not work with them no more? From jumping to leading this jumping to AA. I mean, you went to another group that started with an A and just added another A. How you think that's gonna like have you look in the future, Jedi?
Me seeing the bigger picture and the bigger stars.
So you think that you went with the biggest stars?
No, what I'm saying is the stars are shining more bright ever than before.
Hmm. You think that's what other superstars are thinking?
I mean, I don't care what they think.
Hmm.
This ain't about the people on the outside, it's about the people I'm working with in the inside.
So tell us. So tell us. This is the first time we actually had a chance to actually talk to somebody from the Armageddon squad, Atomic Armageddon. What's it like in there? Is it different from your old squad? What type of things y'all gonna do to C2CW? I know these are a lot of questions at once, but I can ask them
Well,
again.
well, if you've seen the other night, Double A, right? We dominated the last show and proved why we came together and what we could do as a team.
Y'all shocked us all. Y'all shocked us. Even backstage, we were shocked. Me and Hunter was talking about it. We were shocked. We were
Right.
Yeah,
shocked.
it seemed like with the Atomic Armageddon, you guys came in by force, but it seemed like your a few of your ladies couldn't carry the weight. And
I'm not gonna.
I'm talking about your tag team partner, Jen Wolverine. Now, she wasn't involved in the decision but didn't win her match. And Miss Isabella Rose, who again wasn't involved in the decision but didn't win her match.
First of all, I'm not gonna let you sit here and try to disrespect fellow members like that. Okay? They're
The
incredible
question,
ladies,
young
and
fella,
they'll get the gold when they get it.
if they get it.
Well,
It's not
you
a
have
matter
Miss.
of if; it's a matter of when.
No, they
Get
already
that right.
have gold. I'm not saying they have. You don't even pay attention to your own faction. It seems like because you have Mistress Luna with gold. You have.
I know they got gold, but you're talking
Isabella
about
Rose.
people that don't.
No. I'm talking about Isabella Rose is the Queen Bee champion. You have Jen, who's a champion, but it seemed like neither one of them carried Armageddon into a good spotlight as far as them. Now, are you guys working with them, or was it just not their night? Because, like I said, they weren't involved in the decision, but they still didn't get the W.
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to stir the pot here, and it's not going to stir up real well for you guys, okay? So
It's already on
stop
the
with trying to
stove.
stir the pot.
It's already on the stove, young man. Answer this young man's question. Are y'all training with them? Are y'all going to have them step it up next show? Or are they just going to be the weak links?
There's no weak links among us, okay? We're not like the other factions that have a bunch of weaklings, all right? We all got strong hearts, strong heads. We all got determination to do what's best for each other and as solo acts. We're all in this together, okay?
Okay, but you have said that with other factions before. So we're saying we want to know, are they the real deal or not? Do you have a leader of your faction? We don't know nothing about AA. This is our opportunity. Is there any other AA members that would like to come in and explain some AA with Jedi?
It's up to them.
Yeah, Johnny, like if you're in the waiting room, we're doing one person at a time. Each segment's about 10 or 15 minutes, and then when it is your turn, we will pull you up into here so everybody gets their moment to shine.
That's true. So Jedi, we was impressed. I was impressed. Y'all started off what, 5-0 the other night? Y'all was 5-0. Impressed. We was like, okay, there might be a, how can I say it, a baby AWO on in sight. And but like my colleague just said, the ladies let y'all down at the end of the night and actually got dominated. Y'all look not as tough as y'all supposed to look.
They
So
didn't
again,
let us down though. They didn't let us down though. They weren't the ones that got pinned, were they? They weren't the ones that gave up in the fight. They fought the whole time.
I mean,
He is right, Fleabags. If you watch the footage, they were both thrown out of the ring and not involved in the decision. My question to Jedi was, are they training harder? Are they working to get better? Is Luna training them because she got a W?
Oh, we're always training. We're always in the gym putting in that work. You know this.
And
who's training your faces?
and Bella Rose said, "Can't win every night and get it right, Mr. Hunter. I am the Queen Bee and Roulette champion." Watch out, Hunter. You piss Bella Rose up, and you might find yourself in a world of pain. Just telling you.
Oh, I would be enjoying that world of pain. Like I said, I wanted to fertilize.
Anyways.
Relax.
Right, I hate to, cut in a little bit, but our time is up with Jedi and Big Rig. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in and being interviewed. We look forward to your matches together. It's been a very interesting change of events between you two because we all know that you guys were very close at one time, and now things are not looking, too up. So we wish you both the best and hope everything works out. If not, then you know what? It'll be a good rivalry. So thank you both. And we appreciate you coming in.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
You're
Anytime.
welcome.
And
Adios.
And coming up next, joining us in the hot seat will be Mr. Cade Wilson.
The Unbreakable Cade.
What is up?
How you doing, Cade?
I'm doing all right.
Now, Kate, are you still a Black Dragon? Because it seems like you guys are at odds or differences with each other with Kyle Burton and others?
No, I'm no longer a Black Dragon.
Oh, you dropped your flag. Okay.
Dropped it. So are you a free agent? I know you're part of the Unbreakable Flares. are you part of a male tag team? What's going on with Cade?
Well, I recently joined the Atomic Armageddons.
And you won the other night.
Wait a minute. He
Are you
joined you.
correct?
You officially joined Atomic Armageddon?
Yes,
Are you that hidden
Yes,
member?
yes.
You're just dropping the bomb in an interview?
pretty much.
Boom.
Say with more enthusiasm then. Yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. Cade said it himself. He's joined AA. He's an Atomic Armageddon member. Um, so you know you're stacked. Okay, that's cool. Same question we have for Jedi. What do you expect from AA? Do you expect gold? What do you expect from them? Victory, clout. Are they a stepping stone? Are you gonna leave them like you left Black Dragon?
Oh, I'm not leaving them. We're gonna be the most dominant faction in all of C2CW. We're taking over.
And
All right.
what do you bring to the Atomic Armageddon that caught the interest of Armageddon?
Well, I wasn't going anywhere with the Black Dragon, so might as well be with the most dominant faction ever.
Um, I
Okay.
don't know. I would like to know more about your members. Have you got to meet with them yet, or they just called you and said you was part of the group? Have you met with the members yet? What
Yeah,
do
I
you think
talked
of
with
them?
I talked with Jedi a bit.
Hmm. You just spoke to them. Okay. Have you spoken to the Ghost? Have you spoken to Feisty? Have you spoken to Mistress? Not Mistress. Yeah, I think Mistress Luna is part of it.
Yeah, I
Have you
talked with
spoken
her.
to Luna? Have you got familiar with the squad?
I think so.
So, Cade, I see that you started a new tag team. What do you think the Solar Flare would think of this? Or it's not going to really interfere with you and Solar Flare's plan to take over the mixed tag team division?
Oh, we're gonna take over the mixed tag. This is not gonna affect anything.
Okay, that's good. Solar Flare will be happy to hear that. I hope she's in there tonight.
But what I wonder, you saying it won't affect anything, but Solar Flare, I believe, is a black dragon. How is she going to feel on the fact that you turned your back on the faction that up until a week ago you pledged your allegiance to?
Ooh. Somebody get him some water.
Cade?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm like, I'm
Would you
Let me
seeing
like
the
for
ask
him to
you
progress
that
repeat the
bar load
question?
on your brain for the
You seem
answer.
a little lost right now.
Anyway, it doesn't matter because
I don't think Solar Flare would mind. She seems like she's focused, and if Cade's focused and doesn't do any like attacking her or betraying her, I think they'll be good. I think they'll be good. I'm just a reporter, but I've seen Solar Flare backstage and I've seen Cade backstage, so I've seen them do good. I think they'll be good.
Right, but how will Atomic Armageddon take to someone who left the faction to join their faction, but still keeping ties to that faction? Are
I
they going to
lost
think
all
he's a
t-
mole?
I lost all ties with my former faction. I was going nowhere with that group.
But you're still tied to Solar Flare for the mixed tag division, who is a Black Dragon. So in turn, you're
Yeah,
still tied to them.
They do have ties.
yeah. I'm still with Solar Flare.
Okay, so Cade, we asked everybody this, and we're gonna ask you this: who do you want, and when do you want them, and how do you want them? And I'm gonna say pause. Thank you.
I would like to take on Kyle Burton himself.
A black dragon. All right. Okay. What type of match?
I don't care. I don't care what type of match, as long as I could beat him to a pulp.
That sounds like a Hell in a Cell.
No, that sounds like a street fight.
A street fight? Backstage
You're damn
brawl?
right. You're damn right.
You ready for something like that, Cade Wilson?
I am ready for that.
So you're gonna put your unbreakable title name on the line and let him know what it is. And one of those matches. We'll see what we can do for you. Just hype it up, and hopefully our match people can make it for you.
I don't break easily. I never break.
Well,
All
you
right,
might
so I
not
see why they
break.
got you.
You could get crushed.
Yeah, they get rolled over, those that don't break. Yeah, he gets picked up and put over there. Let me ask you a question again. You would like to do, if you could work with anybody in C2CW, who would you want to work with?
I would like to face Big Rig. I've never faced him before.
That's a good question. Would you like him just want him in a match, not like a tag partner or something? Who would you tag team if you had a chance to tag team with somebody?
I would tag with Jedi himself.
Oh, that's pretty tough. Is that because he's an AA himself, or that's something that you always wanted?
Well, he was always like a mentor to me.
I like to hear stuff like that. Okay, Andrew, any questions for the young man?
No. I think I'm done here. I got all the answers I needed from Cade.
Cade, do you have any questions for us?
I can't think of any right now.
So, Frenzy, you could let him go.
Big Rig, though. Big Rig said Cade and Jedi must be best buds. They talking the same shit.
They're reading from the same book.
All right, Kate, thank you so much for your participation. We wish you the best with whatever you do. And thanks for coming by.
Thanks for the time.
You're welcome.
And next, joining us will be Mr. Inferno himself.
Inferno Zilla.
Inferno, is that you? Is that my security guard, my personal security guard himself? Is that you, Inferno Zilla? Hello? Somebody fix this guy's mic.
We've had him interviewed before. He was in here a while back when he was being interviewed with Spicy Rico, and they were actually fighting in the booth. But hopefully we can get him talking. He's unmuted, so that is good sign. We just need him to here. Let me just double check I have everything good. Yes, everything good is on my end.
Hello, Brad. Inferno Zilla, is that you?
Does he speak, or is he like mute?
He does speak. He does
He
speak.
does.
Yes.
He does speak. Cause like we're not hearing anything.
He's muting. He's unmuting. So he's working. He's working. He just cannot speak. We do not hear him. So everything is good on our end. It's just something on his device that he might not be able to do.
Well, I know he took a lot of shots from Zach and went through a table. Did he bust his
you think?
esophagus, vocal box, maybe?
It would be his vocal cords because what happens is your esophagus is actually down below inside your throat, not on top. Your vocal cords are a little bit upwards, so it would be his vocal cords.
I'm just going off of Mortal Kombat body physics. You know, Liu Kang ripped out a guy's throat.
That's
He had his vocal cords and esophagus.
I know my esophagus. I've
Yes.
seen a few esophaguses in my day.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay. I do not want to know
Okay.
how,
We
but
will wait. We will see if bringing him back will work. So let's see if he can. Hello,
That's normal.
Infernozilla.
there he is. I heard him.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we got him
Yes, we
in. Woohoo!
can.
How you doing, my security member?
I'm doing pretty good. I've got victims to lay out in the next few weeks. So yeah.
In the next few weeks, what we saw was Cade and a couple others jump you in the back and kind of laid you to waste.
But when you say that, it doesn't mean anything to me because they need help to get rid of me. I don't need help. And that's the thing, yeah. You might say to yourself, might say to you that, oh, I do need help because I've got a manager to come Morningstar. So what? Yeah, I've got a manager, but I've got the brain to make sure that I have that manager.
Mm, I like that. I like that. He's going hard. That's why he's my security guard. I'm giving you a pay raise.
And here's another thing. For these people like Cade, Kyle, and Zach, they don't have what I have. And that
Tell
is
him.
heart. I have passion for this business. They don't. They just do this thing for the line in their pockets. And when it's all said and done, they just go to their normal lives and then live however they do. But here's the thing. I live this. It's in my blood. It's in my veins. And no one can take that away from me.
Woo! I have goosebumps. That was a statement. That was a statement. I don't even think Andrew has anything to ask you.
Uh, the only thing I
See?
can say is a lot. You say you have heart, you say you have passion, but a lot of people just think that you're nothing more than crap styled 8 foot high and got nothing besides two moves that make you great. What do you have to say to those people?
All I gotta say to them people is, I don't care what they think. The matter of fact is, I have. If you think about, right, go back in history for a bit, for like a few months or whatsoever. I've
Going back.
done myself the biggest upsets in these companies I've ever offered. I've defeated
Ooh,
Demon Dart. I defeated Big Rig. I've defeated Zach multiple occasions. I
multiple.
defeated Kyle Burton.
But did you do that as Infernozilla or did you do that as Bradzilla? Because for someone that has heart, you change your gimmick a lot.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I know that I've changed, but it's all part of evolution. You see, Bradzilla and Fire Prince, or Viking, whatever they called himself back then, are merged together to inform Infernozilla. I am top of my game now. No one in that locker room can say one damn thing straight of what good
Well,
about and bad about me.
if that's the case, how come you can't win Royal Rumbles?
Because here's the thing:
If you were
is
the
a
most dominating force in C2CW, how come it's so easy to throw you over the top rope? I've seen multiple superstars do it.
Because here's the thing: them people who have won Royal Rumbles, right? They have become what Blue and Five Star everyone say
It's like when they doing a battle royale, they come in like the last 10 or 20, however we are. But with me, I'm always the unlucky 10.
Ooh.
I came first twice in my head. I
So you
came
say
about.
the circumstances?
Sorry.
You say it is because you're picked in the unlucky 10. That's why you never really do good.
Yeah, if my number was like 22, for instance, I would have
There's
won
no.
it.
Okay.
But
I can
here's
see that. That's a good one. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. It
but
is the
here's the
unlucky.
thing, like you lot said before about Kyle and Zach and Kate, like choke Simon for me through the table and whatnot. I don't care. Matter of fact is, I don't really care. But don't. Here's Kyle's. Yeah, I give them credit. They are good in that ring, but never. They've never defeated me. They think they have the time. They never have the time. They think they have the time to like
Now,
face
Brad,
me 1-on-1.
excuse me for calling you by your surname, but Infernozilla, I've heard backstage and I've seen you backstage talking to Sir Morning. What's that about? I know that's your manager, but I seen y'all been training in the ring when the hours is gone, like 12 o'clock in the morning. When me and Andrew were leaving the building, y'all still training in the ring. What's that about? Are you getting new wrestling moves? Are you changing your character again?
All I'm gonna say is that well, I'll just point out now. I'm changed my look. I've changed my moves. I didn't do it. Mornings, my manager did. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. What every tag team got to understand: the Infernal Flair, me and Morningstar, we are a new tag team in this company, and we are going to win then tag team belt if it's the last thing we do. Yeah, it's sure and said and done, so it's easier said and done than that. But you don't have what we have. We have work ethic. We have this. We have heart. And these people, these like so-called tag team partners and stuff like that, they only put through. They only got together for like pen and paper. When me and Morningstar, we work together 24/7, 365 days a year to make sure we are the best of the best.
Wow.
I know a couple tag teams I'll say different, but that's our time with you. So thank you for coming into the booth.
Thank you very much. That was a great interview. Thank you, Inferno.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Till
no
Thank
next
you,
problem.
time.
Infernozilla.
I'm having a blast. Who's the next person? Can we have a
Next
female
up
coming in, please?
is Mr. Johnny Saban will be making his way to the hot seat.
Say that again?
Also known as Nixon. He is a
Yes.
Nixon.
Oh,
Nixon.
Nixon. What's up? How you doing? This is not the president, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nixon the wrestler.
Now I do have a
Can you hear us?
question, Johnny. Just real quick, Johnny. I know you put your name under Johnny. But do you want to be interviewed as Johnny or Nixon? Your call.
Just call me Nixon. That'd be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
I think he said the car name.
Nixon would be fine for anybody that's here.
It's nice to hear from you, Nixon. This is our first time interacting with you. Besides the chats, anything you would like to say to C2CW?
Well, where would I like to start? There's a few people in the chat that has kind of made me mad and for what they have done.
Preach, brother.
And it would be Feisty and Bella Rose.
Ooh,
Feisty and
wait.
Bella Rose.
What?
Wow.
I
Why these
missed what he
two?
said.
Why would I be mad at them for turning their backs on bad? There's a lot of reasons for it.
Okay.
And enlighten us.
Yes, please. I
You
want to
can't
They
just
know
tell us
more.
turn.
you're mad because they turned their backs on bad. Like, enlighten us on what happened. Like, was there some back and forth backstage in the locker rooms? Was uh
I never
Feisty
got
not
the
happy in the
full.
direction?
I
Was
never got
Bella
the
Rose
full
tired of
story.
carrying bad?
I never got the full story of what happened or why they would turn on it, but it was not right to just stick a knife right in to Bad's back and just walk out and go to a new faction that no one has ever heard about, nor should anybody care about. But they're getting all these big hype wrestlers all into one.
Big hype wrestlers all into one. Nixon, I hate to say this, but you sound scared.
Why would I be scared when I'm going to return with a better look, and then I'm going to drop all of them on their heads and then probably put them out for months of the end of time? But they did something to turn their backs on everybody that they. I mean, you got these factions that was good. You got Cade Wilson that betrayed Black Dragons. You got all these other factions that stabbed their own members in the back,
Well, you
and
have.
just to form one.
Okay, so you talk about Cade Wilson, the Black Dragons. Cade Wilson just came on here and said the Black Dragons were going nowhere. The Black Dragons were nothing more than Kyle Burton's groupies. You
It
have
it had
Jedi. You have Jedi talking about agency, talking about how agency turned his back on him. And then we haven't even discussed what was going on with Deja Vu, but looking at my reports when it comes to bad, Bella Rose was getting tired of carrying the entire faction on her shoulders when Feisty and Vextra got cloned, when Feisty got kidnapped. She was the one saying that she was going to turn in her belt to bring back her women. And it seems like as soon as she gets the house clean, you guys come in and wreck shop. So all these factions that you say were really great, once you get down under the nitty gritty of things, it seems like everybody that came to the atomic Armageddons that were part of a faction got pissed off at all of you.
even though all I did was sit there and fight for that faction and try to bring things home for bad.
Well, I think a couple of the ladies got upset for the fact that men were even brought into bad, because Beautiful and Dangerous was the first only female faction. Now you might have been trying to do good things for bad and for Beautifully and Dangerous coming into it, but for the fact it's kind of like when girls go to an all boys school and stuff like that, things start rocking the boats because they got to change too much for them. So you might just got caught in the crossfire. And if that's the case, I feel bad for you, Nixon.
Yeah, but like I said, it's always time to move on, and I got things to do and people to target, people to go after for the fun of it. Why? Because I am here to fight, and if they do get hurt, it will not be my fault.
So with you with you locking targets on anybody, do you have anybody in your sights? Like you were talking about Feisty and Bella Rose, however, they are female, so are you trying to go after Spicy Ghost and maybe VIP to get back? And
Depends, but there was one male superstar that kind of stabbed a lot of people in the back in Team Bad. His name's Ryan Storm.
I saw.
He has a personal history with me, and he decides to take a knife and stab me in the back, unknowing what he physically did. He's too smart for his own good, and I'm going to have to take him out. I'm going to have to hurt him.
On?
This sounds like this needs to be settled in the Inferno and Hell cell.
I don't care where it is. I'm going to drag him through the gates of hell by the nick of his hair on top of his head.
Okay, so it sounds like what you want to do is both of you are going to go down to hell, and we're going to find out who's got the round trip ticket. It's either going to be Nixon or it's going to be Ryan.
Well, he's just my first pick, but someone that always caught my interest to always have in the ring. It's two people, Big Rig and Wild Rage. Wild Rage, it definitely deserves a good fight.
Okay. And what about Big Rig?
Big Rig talent. I want to see how far I can push him. I want to drag him to his limits.
Okay, that's all the questions I got for him. Frenzy,
Anybody else?
Morning or Fleabags, you got anything?
Nixon, what about the other members in Bad? How do they feel about this rocket of BAD, Bad and Dangerous, of Ryan Storm, Bella Rose, Feisty leaving? It seems that it hurts you, but have you been speaking to the other people who are left?
I have not talked to them recently. They are still working through it their own ways, but we are planning to rebuild and come back stronger than ever. We're not going to give up this easily.
Well, I know
That's what
I
I
know Vexra, she's in chat. I don't know if she wants to come in and say a little something. Vextra, are you in chat? Do you want to come in and talk? You better get up in here. So we'll
Oh,
see.
we love that. Also, Nixon, thank you for the time. I would love to see you versus Wild Rage or Big Rig, and I would love to see that Ryan Storm match. That would be a great match. But it's been a great night. You've been an honor in C2CW, really, seriously. I've been here for a month or two, and you've been great. From what I hear from Andrew, you've been great. Thank you for coming out tonight.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
No problem, sir.
Yep.
Okay, next up we will be having Mr. Chin Pao, I believe, or I believe Death Shadow is next, and then it'll be Chin Pao.
I thought we were getting Vextra because we haven't had a female yet.
Baxter said she will later.
Oh, okay.
The greatest of all time. Let's go.
It'll be Chin Pao.
I thought we were getting Vextra because we haven't had a female yet.
Death Shadow, can you please lower the live stream so we don't get an echo, please?
Is Luna in the building? Let's get her too. I gotta hear from AA today. I gotta hear from AA today. Y'all have the keys.
You already heard from Jedi. He was AA. Wild Rage is hosting the show. He's AA.
We heard from Cade Wilson. You got something to say to us, Ryan? And where's Death Shadow? Death Shadow, I heard you was next. I would love to interview the great Death Shadow.
Well, there's a lot on my mind, Steve Fleabags. There's a lot on my mind to talk about Beautiful and Dangerous. There's a lot of roaches that decide to turn their back on me. There's a lot of things that I got to take my hands and crush them, crush their dreams, crush their realities, crush their very heart and reality. And the reality is one person. He calls himself Storm. He drugged me in something I didn't want to be a part of. He drugged me in another faction I didn't want to be a part of. But no, that's what he does best. He goes to management, cries like a little baby, like a little infant needing milk.
Ooh.
But Ron, if you're listening, don't be afraid of the dark. Be afraid of the shadows that haunt your every move, that haunt your every dreams, that haunt even your soul.
You felt electricity, Andrew? That was electrifying.
Oh, I'm enjoying this one.
Yeah.
Now, Steve Fleabag, I respect the work you and Andrews do here. But me as the bad guy, I got to put some points that's going to fire up the whole chat. There's a list of superstars that I got to talk about. Kyle Burton, yes, he was a great leader, but just like leaders, we know our history books about leaders like Hitler, he fell. Like Donald Trump, oh wait, he's not president anymore.
Anyways, we don't talk about politics.
Let him cook.
But the point I'm trying to make is the leaders don't have leadership. They don't have the ability to lead a faction out of high water. And Ryan's one of them, but he's like a little measle. He likes to run and play these little games, but when he gets caught up in his tricks, he's more like a deadly plague that C2CW needs me to cure it.
That sounds like a name of a finishing move, the Cure. Can you describe more about what it is you do?
The cure is basically an anaconda vice, choking the disease out.
Oh.
So you think Ryan is full of this disease and you must choke it out of him?
Yes, I mean, Nixon brought up good points. There's the thing, I respect Nixon. I didn't leave because I didn't like Nixon. I left because I didn't like Ryan's ways. This Ryan, I don't even know. This Ryan decided to do whatever he was told and didn't want to stick to the script. He wanted to whine. He wanted to cry. He wanted to be this big time star that he couldn't crack up to be. And to me, I see this as a poet once said, as you would call it, a riddle. It's like a man going every day working hard in the fields, but he don't produce enough work for his labor. He don't come home with the earnings to support his family. That's Ryan. He wants everything handed out to him. He wants even the tag team. When I was in a tag team with him, Steve, I pulled my heart, my soul. I even went to the depths of Hades to pull out the win for one more shot at that contendership. But here's what Ryan did. He didn't trust his own teammate. He didn't trust the plan I had for his salvation. And where did it lead? His demise fell. He didn't have nobody to turn to. I picked him up like he was my own child, but now, just like you have to do when you have a child, you have to correct them.
Well, it sounds like he's doing okay on his own now. He found a new family. Seems like things are corrected.
Well, the correction is Nixon made a good point. He's running away. Like a prodigal son, he runs away, thinking that everything that's going to be good for him, but when it don't work out, it comes back to haunt him.
And his disloyalty. His disloyalty.
Pretty much.
Disloyalty, yeah, disloyalty. It's shocking to a lot of the BAD members. I would love to, whenever we get G6 up here, I like to ask her myself. I would love to hear what Ryan Storm says. It seems that y'all gave your heart to this guy, and yet he just stabbed y'all in it, and then made heart salad with it. And that's not what y'all want. Would you like a match with him? Because it seems that you would want to put him in that grip. Because I would love to see it. C2CW.
I would love to do it. But here's the thing before I leave, because I know you guys got other interviews you have to attend to, and I don't want to waste you guys' time anymore. I don't want no normal match. I want this to be the first ever match here in C2CW, a Hell's Table match. 10 minutes, see who can put who through most tables.
That sounds, tell you the truth, impossible. But because it's a hard match in the game to make. But a ladder match, maybe you can have done in the custom match. I don't know, but think of like something that's crazy. Maybe the first I Quit match. The first I don't know. It's not up to me, but I know that they're gonna kill each other back there. I know now. I have to watch backstage and make sure that Parker Security is doing what they got to do because it seems that a lot of y'all will be attacking Ryan Storm and a lot of these AA members from now on. Death
And I
Shadow.
did hear. Sorry for interrupting you, Steve. I did hear this from Ryan Storm. He's going to try to weasel his way back to Feisty and Ghost because he's got nowhere else to run to.
What if he runs into you? What's gonna happen?
What's going to happen is simple. Ryan better have a whole security team because I'm going to knock all of them down to get to him. He can get in his car and run, but as soon as he steps through the doors of C2CW, a choke slam is his near future, and it's going to be inedible. His fate is sealed by his own destruction.
Well, I pray for Ryan Storm and I pray for those who follow him. It's been an honor, and C2CW appreciates it.
Now, Andrews, if you got any questions before we jump off to Chin Pao,
I believe
here's the floor.
Mr. Hunter has left the building for a moment.
Anybody else?
Yes, Hunter, he had to hit the bathroom quick.
No, I don't have any questions. I think that is it, The Shadow. Thank you so much for coming in. It's been quite interesting to see you go your own way after being with Beautiful and Dangerous. You were just introduced as a new member not too long ago, and then all of a sudden, you are doing your own thing. So we wish you the best, Death Shadow, and thank you again for coming in and interviewing.
Thank you so much, and can't wait to see the next show, C2CW.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Honor to have you.
Okay, so right now we're going to do a little intermission. We're going to actually have Nick come back and do his trivia. And I would like Wild Rage to get in on this trivia as well. And just momentarily, I will actually add something into the mix. I hope you guys enjoy. So, Nick, if you would, go ahead and do some more questions, please.
Yes. So this question is, right, who was the first ever male tag team champions in C2CW? I repeat, who is the first male tag team champions in C2CW?
Ooh, good question.
That is a very good question. I don't. Ooh.
You know what? That one might be a hard one, so I say give everybody a multiple choice with that one.
Alrighty.
Well,
Give
hold
them a
on.
multiple
I want to
choice.
see what don't give out the answer yet, even though I might say it out in chat. So don't say anything of the answer yet, Sneak. But we do say, Brad is saying the Demon Brothers. Devin is saying Sadistic Jokers. K-Pac is saying Porky Jokers.
K-Pac is correct. It was Porky Sanchez and Sadistic Joker.
Oh, okay. So I mean, most of them got it in the right, right
Area.
vicinity. Yeah, good job, guys. Good job, K-Pac.
Ooh, can I ask a question? I got one for y'all.
Feel free,
Oh
Rage.
yeah. Take it away, Rage.
All right. So, doing C2CW first pay-per-view, who was the first two factions in the War Games main event, the first ever main event?
Ooh.
Okay, repeat it one more time, Rage, just in case nobody got it.
In C2CW first pay-per-view, there was a War Games faction match between two factions in the main event. Who were they?
All right, who were the two factions in the War Games?
Yes, the first two.
All right, we
the
got
first ever
K-Pack
war games.
saying agency and lost profits. We've got Big Rig saying dirty and rum. Devin saying agency versus nothing. Brad, agency and deja vu.
They got first part right.
Oh,
Yep, they got the
okay.
first part right. They
Okay,
still got to work on
who's
the
got the
second
first
team.
part right? Who's got the first part right?
Everybody that said the agency got the first part right. But
Okay, so
this
we know
team
that
is no.
agency is in there. So who's going to be the next one? Okay, Morningstar says Midas. Rob Z is saying tater and ketchup. That is a good mix right there.
Rob's in his own world.
Good job, Rob. Rob Z. All right. Okay, last one. Okay, K-Pack is agency and funhouse. So, what is it? What is the answer?
It was the asylum versus the agency.
There
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
The asylum.
The funhouse had not yet been created or destroyed at that point.
Exactly. At that point, asylum was still a thing.
Yes. Speaking of, okay, let's have I do have a question for chat. Okay, chat.
No, wait 1 second. No, the funhouse was not the asylum. It was not the same thing. Two very separate things.
Correct.
Yes.
Two very separate factions.
Right.
So,
the asylum at the time, for people that didn't know, consists of Wild Rage, Sam Hain, Sadistic Joker, and what the hell was that guy's name? It was like he wore a suit. What the hell was his name?
Fighter. Prize
There
Fighter.
you go.
I think that was his name. Was it Prize Fighter?
Yeah, the one in the white suit, all tux, yeah. Yep, that was the asylum. That was the first ever War Games match.
Yeah.
And you know what? I like this Rage even more because I actually had that as a trivial question myself. So good on you, Rage.
Good job, Rage. You guys definitely have to get together again if we have these things happen again. You guys make a good duo. You know, since you guys do like talking about the wrestling a lot, and you guys know your stuff, so good job. All right, Nico, do you have another question? Please shoot.
Oh yeah, I got a good one here.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
This question, right, is let's see. There's a couple of them. Which one do I choose? Let's go look at them all. Ah, here we go. It was. Make sure I read this correctly. It says, what was it? Oh yeah. What was Bradzilla's finishing swinging strike called?
Ooh, good one.
Repeat.
The question is, what was Bradzilla's finishing swinging strike called?
All right, Devin says Dino Punch. All right, Chad is saying Dinosaur Punch.
Bingo!
Nice. You know what? Dinosaur Punch sounds like a very good drink. Like either alcohol or maybe like an energy drink. Yo, I want to order the Dinosaur Punch. Can I get the Dinosaur Punch, please? And then it'll like give you a punch of energy.
Yeah, why? Baby Ray, he joined me. He joined me real quick. He said he wants some dinosaur punch.
Yes. Okay.
I got another trivia question too.
Okay. Go ahead.
This question is, what does Luna and Rage call each other?
Ooh. What does Luna and Rage call each other? Mashed potatoes.
Everyone should know the answer to this.
Rob
if they listen clearly.
Rob said, just don't order a donkey punch.
What the hell is Rob on? Because whatever it is, I don't want any of it.
I do.
Of course you do.
I always do. I always want what Rob has. He's got the wings, he's got the nachos. I want that, and I want the big dinosaur Jurassic punch, whatever it was.
Has the chat's thrown their answer to that last trivia question?
Yes, they all say evil besties.
They are correct.
Ding, ding, ding,
Technically, no.
What?
What?
Technically, no. They have not called themselves that in quite a while. If people have been paying attention over the last weeks or so, it has been Crayon King and Queen.
No, I think Luna is mistaken. It is evil besties.
Right? She's trying to flip the script on us. You see that, Vex?
I know,
She's trying to
that's
flip
no
the script
fair.
on us.
I think Luna lost her memory just like Vextra and can't remember what,
What is she, Roddy Dowdy? What is it, Hot Rod Piper? Trying to change
Piper?
Trying to
Yes.
change the questions and change the answers. Is that what she's doing?
Yes. All right, that's what's fun. But let's see. There's actually something that I wanted to play along with the audience and see if this, this is just something that I put together last minute. But this is called a mashup where I put different wrestlers with a celebrity and mix them as tag teams. So I want to see what you guys think. So let me get it ready. So let's see, display. All right, here we go. So here we have Vextra with Kim Kardashian. Okay.
Oh gosh.
So you think they would make a great tag team? Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
Why do you say no, Rach?
Because Vexter is the GOAT and Kim Kardashian is the. I say that.
I mean,
But
you
it
got to
rhymes with
admit
GOAT
though,
a little
like Kim Kardashian is the GOAT of social media, so that's why I merged her with Kim K, because they are both very popular, very beautiful, I must say.
I don't think they would make a good team because I feel like what happens whenever somebody associates with any of the Kardashians, their careers kind of fall off.
That's only men, though. That's only the men.
All right, Tater, what do you think? What do you think?
Yeah.
Your input.
I honestly think Vextra and Kim Kardashian could make a good team, and Kim Kardashian could use her butt as a weapon, and Vextra has enough firm personality to keep her in line. So I think they would actually make a good tag team.
Okay. So
What's
K-Pax
the
says
chat
that they
thinking?
have clashing personalities. So yes, actually yes, Vextra is more of the serious, do not take shit type of attitude. Kim Kardashian is more like she is very, I think she's kind of sensitive. She maybe she would buy her way out of a championship with actual money. You never know.
Probably she would.
I mean, she's very, 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 very rich. So let's see who else. And Kim can't fight. Oh, that's right. She was in a celebrity boxing match, and I don't know who won, but yeah, I don't think she could fight. So Rob Z says Vextra actually has talent and personality. And Zach says Vextra and Snooki would be a better tag team. Well, yes, because Snooki and her Jersey attitude, that would definitely make a good tag team. So yes, but yeah, so there you have it. For the most part, people are saying no, that they will not make a good tag team. Okay, next we got. Oops, there we go. Next we've got. Okay, this is not so much a tag team. I just call wise. But I thought these would be interesting because we got the Crow on the left-hand side and Sting on the right-hand side. And K-Pac, I don't know if you can, confirm since you are the wrestling encyclopedia, but I think, isn't it true that Sting got inspired by the look of the Crow?
Ooh.
I think so. I if I remember
I
correctly.
would think so. I mean, there was the whole Crow Sting gimmick at one point.
Hmm. So would they
The
make a good tag
like it
team?
does fit because yeah, I'm a wrestling geek too. At one point, Sting did disappear from the surface like the Crow did when he came back. So it was like he was like the Crow type guy. So
Right.
yeah, it was kind of
And he
like the
always
same.
and Sting for a long time, and he does it again now, where when he makes his entrance, the whole arena goes black, and then when he appears, you hear the music and the
Hmm.
Crow sounds appear too.
Okay, so we agree that they would make a great tag team. I mean, they both have similar personalities and traits. They definitely look like each other. So,
I, I would agree.
yes. All right. What Zach says depends on what era Sting is. So, what do you think the best era Sting would be with the Crow?
I would
Original
say
Crow era, the
right
first Crow
the
era, like
the
1997.
right when he was doing the whole thing versus NWO.
Yeah, that was the Crow right there.
That was
Do
the
they
that
chats
was the
agree?
that was the
Yeah.
WCW franchise player Sting
Yep. WCW Sting with Crow. I totally agree.
with the
Okay.
baseball bat and everything.
Oh yes. And their entrances were both amazing. Even Kuro in the movie and Sting with his entrance. Okay, great one. Okay, next we've got Nicole Sky and Storm from X-Men. Would they make a
You
good
win.
mixed tag or mixed partner? I mean, a tag team partner. Yes or no?
Perfect. Perfect.
Why you say perfect?
Because to me, I always thought that her look and style was based off of Storm from X Men. To be honest,
Yes, they do very look similar.
they
Uh,
both got that nice,
mm,
beautiful, long, white hair. At one point,
I think their
they kind
personalities are
of
very the same too.
fitting.
Very fitting.
Yep. Yep.
Now, what do you think Storm's finishing move would be?
Eye of the Storm, which
Okay.
is a move indeed.
All right. Anybody else want to get their input on these two? Okay, we shall go next. Oh, actually, question. What let me go back. Okay, so question. What tag team name shall Vextra and Kim have? What would their name be?
Keeping up with the goats.
Yes.
I got one, the Carvexians. The Carvexians.
The Cargotians. All
Oh
right.
yeah, the goatee.
All right. What about
I
these two?
got
What's
one.
what
I got a
what's their tag
celebrity.
team? Their tag team name for the Sting and the Crow.
The crows.
Yep.
Crows.
The
Okay.
crows.
And then somebody said Storm Sky on this one, or Storm Zero. Okay, so the next one we just got a few more. We got, okay, VIP and Nikki Six from Motley Crue.
Oh, that's a
Now,
good one.
they do look, I picked everything that looks similar, so they definitely look similar. Every time VIP comes out, I always think it's Nikki Six. So, do you think, uh, do you think they would make a good tag team?
I mean, with them looking the same, they could always do some twin magic.
Yes. All right. I don't think they would make a great tag team because, Nikki Six is a wild child, and I don't think a VIP would be able to handle him. So.
I mean, have you not seen how VIP acts? He acts like a wild child too, I swear.
Really? Okay, well, you know him more than I do, so what would be their tag team name?
Hmm.
Nikki
Wild
Six
ones?
had too
No.
much damage mentally from drugs. Yes,
I got
yes,
one
definitely.
V6. They'll be called V6.
V6?
Like
Just
engine.
like G6, huh?
Yep,
When
V
the next best just G6 and a
V6.
V6. Okay.
or
VIP.
T6.
Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. So that is it, folks. Thank you so much for the mashup. I will definitely have to get some more later. But let's see. Right now, we need to go back to our interviews. So let's
Yup.
go back to our
Hey,
interviews.
real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick before we go to interviews, I got a comparison y'all would like. Y'all ready for it?
Yes.
Dennis Rodman and Wild Rage.
Oh my gosh, Dennis Rodman and Wild Rage. That would be a wild rod right there.
Wow.
Definitely.
Pause.
Definitely wild rod. Okay. Okay, so next
Oh,
we have Chin Pao.
Chin Pao.
So Chin Pao, if you can hear us, make sure you know how to unmute yourself. And yes, we will go ahead and get it underway. Go ahead, Solar. And since Hunter is no longer here, I will go ahead and take over with the questions and the interviews.
Of course.
So,
What are you doing tonight, Chen Pao? You are a new superstar in C2CW. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just kicking back and just listening to everything that's going on. It's making me crack up a little bit. But first of all, I want to say, Luna, you're a great announcer. I love the way you announce the wrestling. You come out with some real funny things. And I wish the Misfits would have never left.
Uh,
aw,
I'm a misfit from the beginning. I'm a misfit to the end. That's where I
aw.
started.
hardcore Misfits fan here.
So
Oh yeah,
yes, his the Misfits. So pretty much what Chin Pao is saying that he Misfits is always going to have a place in his heart.
yes.
Yes.
You'll
Okay.
remember.
So, Chin
So,
Pao, I do have a question. You know, you're starting to become very familiar with C2CW and is definitely a big rising star here. But let me ask you, what's been your most memorable moment so far in C2CW?
My first win with Big Rig.
Okay, that is
He
definitely
gave
a
me a
good one.
good run for my money.
Yes, I know you definitely wanted to fight him since the beginning. So, that was a very good fight.
I've had a lot of good, uh, what you would say, bouts, but I started out slow and I'm getting better, which is good. I'm not much on conversations, but I'll answer questions if you need be.
Okay.
sounds good, Chen Pao. You've been here for like a month and a half. Can you tell us your experience in C2CW so far?
It's been a good one and a wild one, because
Mm.
I really don't know what's gonna happen. Because sometimes I'm at the edge of my seat when I watch myself wrestle. Like the time I was wrestling and I won one, and I go, "Oh, I'm done. I'm gonna be pinned." And then I come back when I won that Rumble, and which surprised the heck out of me. But yeah, I'm learning as I'm going on. Though I guess the more you wrestle, the better you get.
Better you get, more opportunities. Yeah. Well, you put on a great show. We're honored to have you here. I know you're not much of a talker, you're telling us, but would there be any match you would be interested in having in C2CW?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a last man standing.
A last
That-
man standing match.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Opponent?
Yeah,
Or just
opponent. I'm not. I don't know all the names of the opponents because I have a short memory because I'm getting
okay.
old. So to me, it
Me?
doesn't matter. I'll wrestle anybody. It's all entertainment to me. You know, I enjoy it.
I would love to see that match. You've been kind of high. You made a name for yourself immediately, especially your first match. You made a name for yourself immediately.
Uh huh.
Um, would you? Are you part of any factions, or do you want to be part of any factions? Any teams you would like to be in as a tag team or a mixed tag team?
Well, I'm thinking about it. A mixed tag team. I would want to be with Tomahawk.
Who?
Tomahawk. Your Tomahawk.
Tomahawk?
Yeah, Tomahawk. Susie Tomahawk. A
Oh,
husband and
Tomahawk.
wife team. Yeah, the husband and wife team.
Oh, that would be a mixed tag. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I would love
Uh,
to see
I'd
that.
Yeah.
like to have her as my tag team partner.
Okay, well, we'll definitely talk to management and see if we can make that work. Because you guys, if that's possible, we definitely love Susie Tomahawk. She is man, she is a flying one. Let me tell you, she is hot. She is on fire. She's been kicking arse.
Oh yeah, she's a little toughie. I like when she starts dancing with her moves.
Yes,
Maybe
yeah,
we can dance together in the ring.
yeah. Most definitely, definitely.
She made a name for herself already, both of you, and I've been here around the same time.
Uh
Can't
huh.
wait to see what the future holds.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was going to give everybody free chop suey, but my business got bankrupt, so I'm out of business.
We should give
Oh
you the
no, I'm
ingredients.
sorry
You
to hear
should
that.
do it.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Chin Pao, since you've been so kind in offering chop suey and everything, we would be gladly to pay for your chop suey meal. So the tab will be on us.
On
Okay.
C2CW.
Yes.
Yeah, I know where you live there, Vextra.
No, I'm not
Wow.
Vextra. I'm
Wow.
Frenzy.
So it better be here.
But I will let Vextra know. That sounds like from a horror movie. I know where you live.
I mean, it's Friday the 13th
It
after
is
all.
right, exactly. It's all spooky up in here. In fact, I will I will definitely let Vextra know. It's been very spooky in chat too. They Vextra er, and Feisty and Bella were going at it earlier, but
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen on the TV, and Andrew Hunter. I think he needs a dentist, man. His
Wow.
his
That's
teeth are all
that's what
sharp.
happens with flea bags. He hasn't had surgery. It's been like that since he lost that match to me in the ring. I didn't mean to do that. I haven't
you
paid him yet. I haven't paid for his
you
surgery.
changed his looks, huh?
I have to pay for it. My bad.
yeah.
He's a good guy though,
Yeah, they all are.
right? It's a great experience in C2CW.
Hmm.
I'm
It's
glad
good
they.
having
I'm glad that you guys did this. You know, it's very interesting and it's very worthwhile. Everybody's having a good time on it. So I'm
you.
glad
Yep.
you guys did this.
Oh, we got Chin Pao.
Hmm. Yes,
Now,
Chitpa. Yes, and then you guys, you two, well, actually, no, not you guys. VIP and Chinpo actually went at it. China versus Japan at one time. Can you
No,
guys?
China versus
Was it?
Japan because someone decided to throw USA in it. So
Oh,
Chin Pao,
that's right.
yeah, yeah, to lay down that challenge again,
Yes.
and
I'll accept that challenge.
Oh, okay. Oh, we've got
Back to the
Chinpo
book.
accepting the challenge for VIP. China versus Japan. No America getting in because America won that match, if I remember correctly. Because America always wins. So, um,
And and you got to make sure he takes a sleeping pill before the match so I can
oh
win.
no, we don't do that, Chinpo. It has to be fair, okay?
no,
You know.
we don't need America, we don't need Mexico, we don't need Canada, we don't need anybody from Europe. So if Blue is watching, nobody besides me and or VIP and Chin Pao. Because I know what he want to
Who's
do. Oh, is out, but guess who came in? Germany.
Yeah.
Or
who's Japan? Which one of you is Japan?
VIP's from Japan. He was
Yeah, from China.
America, moved to Japan, and Chin Pao's from China.
Amazing. I'm going with Japan. Japan is amazing. What an amazing country. Um,
Oh.
I was there the other day. I was buying these exquisite shoes. I'll show you. I'll come in with them next show. I'll show you next show. These shoes, I put C2CW on them. Oh, y'all like them. Y'all like them. First,
Yeah,
first
they're called chunkless.
yes, Changleta. It's a different language. It's a different language. But yeah, I got those. I mean, the prices were good out there.
Yeah, they're made in Japan.
Yeah. All right, Chinpa. Well, thank you so much for coming in and joining and interviewing. You've been such a blessing coming into C2CW. You and Tomahawk, I know you guys, behind the scenes are very nice people. So,
Well, thank you very much.
yes. Love you, Dad.
A wonderful weekend.
Okay. Thank you, Chinpa.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.
And next up, we have Mr. K-Pack.
Excuse me?
We have Mr. K-Pack coming, who I believe is the manager of Kata.
Oh, how you doing, Kata's manager? How's the Japanese wonder herself?
Before I get into any of that, I want to clarify I'm not Kaida's manager. This is just out of character me. First, I want to address Feisty and Blue. I hope everything is going well for all of you. You have all my prayers and good vibes, and I hope you guys come back better, stronger than before. Secondly, everybody in here for this program is doing amazing. I'm enjoying it very much. Good job to all of you.
Thank you.
And third,
Thank you.
I don't think Frenzy or anybody saw my reply in the chat about Sting and the Crow. Sting actually didn't know anything about the Crow. That was Scott Hall's idea. Scott Hall went to Steve Borden about it, and Sting had to do a lot of studying on the Crow to get that gimmick just right. So that was actually all Scott Hall's doing.
Rest in peace to Scott Hall.
Yeah.
Yes. And if for those who may not know, Scott Hall was Razor Ramon, correct?
Absolutely.
The original Razor Ramon. There was
I'm
a
going to
one
show my
episode
age.
knockoff.
I'm going to show my age here as well. Scott Hall was also known as Diamond Stud in WCW way back in the early 90s.
Yeah. That was like 91 before he went yeah, because he was in WWF as Razor Ramon, and then when Eric Bischoff and Ted Turner bought I think it was WCCW and turned it to WCW, he decided to go everybody with their real names.
Now, I have a trivia question for the group in here since y'all have been asking all these.
Oh my God! Okay.
This goes with Scott Hall since we're talking about him. As Diamond Stud, who was his manager in WCW?
Hmm.
That I did not watch a whole lot of WCW as much as I did WWE and WWF. So that
That's
might
true,
be.
and I did not know. I didn't really know who Scott Hall was until after this stud that you speak of.
The answer to that is Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like DDP was originally a manager because he wore a
Absolutely.
top out. He wore a top out and glitter. I just couldn't remember if he went by something else because I was like, I think he went by. I think he had like another surname before Diamond Dallas Page.
No, it was just Dallas Page at the time.
Oh, okay.
And he would come out with the Diamond Doll. Anyway, that's enough about me quizzing you guys. I'm here for y'all to talk to me or vice versa in this case.
Right, Star and or not Star, Hunter
Fleabags.
and Fleabags. Do you guys have any questions for K-Pack?
So K-Pack, you're the manager of Kata.
He's doing
I'm
this.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not the manager of Kaida, but maybe as her, let's say, creator, I can give you some insight on certain things.
What's going on with her?
Kaida doesn't have a manager.
What's up with these spasms in the locker room? Is she okay?
The simple answer is no, she is not okay.
What's the complex answer?
The complex answer is that the story is developing, and all you have to do is read.
It seems to be.
So we're gonna ask you too, and I wanted to ask you this: who will Kata like to fight out of all these females? Kata's a great champion. She's a champion. She's always having a belt. Who do you like to face? You're being underlooked. So who would you like to face in a dream match? If it was down to anything, who would Kata like to face?
A dream match for me would be a triple threat match between Vextra, Luna, and Kaida, where all three of them have a belt, and it is a all in sort of match, all belts on the line.
What do you think Kata's belt, or what belt would she want out of all those three?
Right now, she's pretty wrapped up on the Queen Bee titles, and for lack of better term, the mid card titles. The way she sees it, and she said it before, until she can have a decent reign with the mid card titles, she doesn't feel she's ready for the big ones. She'd rather be the workhorse and show everybody that she can hang with the best and give a good example of what hard work can do and how rewarding it is in the end.
Now, you go on mid-card titles and talking about the Queen Bee belt, Isabel Rose is not going to be too happy you calling her title mid-card because she's the first one to hold that title. She's defended that title multiple times. She brought Bad to the Factions championship match. She won the Faction championship match. She then took Bad on in a ladder match and won that title and has made that title just as prestigious as Luna's world title. I don't think she's going to like the fact you called her belt mid-card. Any response to that?
So when I say mid-card, it's not meant to be derogatory. It's meant to be sort of like the let's say the categories of belts as far as how it's laid out in the title lineup. So management has it low down on the list. So to me, I don't like calling any belt a low title. I'd rather call it a mid card title. No doubt, she has brought a lot of prestige to that belt. To me, it's just as prestigious as the Intercontinental titles. And you know how people fight for that one all the time. A lot of times there have been main events where the Intercontinental title was on the line. So when I say it's a mid card title, that's not meant to be derogatory or negative in any way.
Okay. Any questions from Fleabags or Frenzy?
Of course. So you said Vectra and Luna. So this is another question about that match. Who haven't you fought? You faced basically every female. Have you faced Solar Flare or a Spice Girl yet? Have you faced Tomahawk
I have
or Olive Puff?
Kaida has faced Tomahawk. She has not faced Olive Puff. She has absolutely tried to call Spice Girl out for a rematch because she didn't like how she was basically put down, especially after the match. And she has already, I don't know if Solar Flare's seen it, but she has already agreed to a match with Solar Flare at some point in the future. Kaida has unfortunately made the declaration that she is going to dismantle the women roster right now. I don't know what is going on with her, but it's rough. And Bella, I see you in the chat. She has beaten Luna before. Matter of fact, talking about Luna, Kaida has fought Luna more times than she has fought any other female superstar on the roster, and I definitely consider Luna and Kaida's rivalry among the top two longest ongoing, and their back and forth with wins and losses is second to none.
Oh,
Anything to add to that, Tater? Because you're friends with Luna.
I think it might be from Luna's perspective. It's definitely a one-sided rivalry because like she just does her thing. Like she just knows that she may fall short in the matches that really have nothing at stake, but she has shown time and time again. At the end of the day, when the matches matter and everything's on the line, she seems to come out victorious.
against Kata. Wow.
This
Do
is no
what now?
way I look at Luna as the world champion. If you take it to like WWE standards, like you had Princess Alicia and Vextra, kind of like Roman Reigns, where like they had long title runs, but they never really defended it that much. And I've seen Luna defend the title, I think 3 to 4, maybe 5 times, and like in very short term. And you have and Luna has dominated every one of her title fights. Kata, you going up against a roster of women champions who these women champions have dominated their matches. Like, what is your plans and like strategy going into it? Because like Mistress Luna says, when the title's on the line, I go 70%. Title's on the line, I go 150%. I bet you Isabella Rose can say the same thing. I bet you Jen Wolverine can say the same thing. Even Vextra when it comes down to the mixed tag, and I believe she's still the roulette champion. What is your game plan going into these dominant women?
I think whether she's in a good place right now or not, Kaida's biggest plan is to always keep going no matter how many times she has fallen, because a lot of times it doesn't matter how much you've fallen, it's how much you get up, you learn, and you grow. Because if people have been paying attention from Kaida from the beginning to now, there has been a growth in her skill the entire time. She's constantly getting better and better and constantly evolving and whatnot. So I don't know what her plan is other than just going out there, whether she's in a good place or not, and putting her all in a match and giving her heart and soul to the company.
Okay. With that said, though, if Kaida ends up like I'm going on this berserk streak but always falls up short, so she like becomes number one contender but never the champion, like what will happen with Kaida? Because you're going against the Mount Rushmore of the women's division when it comes to our women champions.
I think she's just going to keep getting back up and coming at them to the point where they're just going to get sick and tired of it, but they still going to have to fight her, is what I think it's going to be when it comes to that sort of thing.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to think of a good example here. How many times was Diamond Dallas Page held down before he finally was able to get his title in spite of everybody telling him he was too old or he couldn't do it? You see where I'm coming from there?
Yeah, I think he started his singles. He started wrestling
35.
At 35. I don't think he got his first world title shot until he was 42.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah, but he had title opportunities with the United States and television. It was just to get to the big top, you had to go through Hogan, Sting, and their Mount Rushmore.
That's the same thing with Kaida. She may have fallen short a lot of times, but she has also won a lot as well.
Okay, I understand where you're going with that, and I respect it. Right now I have no further questions.
All right, K-Pac, I have one. Okay, what for you, as you watch Kata wrestle and stuff, what has been your either the most craziest or most memorable Kaida moments that you remember in C2CW? What stands out for you?
What stands out for me, as I think does many others, is coming in at the beginning of C2CW, and her and Scylla as the Venomous Roses becoming the first women's tag champions. They may have lost it a week or two later, but everything was a crazy and hectic time. So the titles were on the line in every show. And considering that Kaida and Scylla were brand new to the company, they let's face it, they were not well versed in this company or the people they were fighting to actually come in and be the first women's tag champions in spite of nobody knowing who they were. I think that says a lot about them. The second that comes to mind is getting her first singles title, which is the United title that she currently holds and has already defended once herself.
Okay. I do faintly remember Scylla. I think that's it for me. I don't have any other questions. But I just like to know what like stands out for people and what their cause and stuff.
I'm sorry, you were cutting out. Do you want to repeat that, please?
Oh no, I was just saying that I just like to I like to know how people remember their best moments of C2CW.
Okay,
So,
okay.
and I know Kaida has many. She's a veteran, so she's definitely has a lot of good moments. Some not so good moments, but mostly they've been pretty impressive to watch. Oh, I do have another question real quick. I think you might like K-Pac. What movie character would you like to see wrestle in C2CW?
What movie character?
Yes, it's just a fun question.
Well, the one I would like to see come to C2CW is actually a wrestler as well. I would like to see Kane come in as Jacob Goodnight from the movie See No Evil.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of untapped potential in that gimmick and that slasher character.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Anybody else have any questions for K-Pack?
K-Pack, I think I'm done.
All right. Well, thank you, K-Pack, for joining us. It is a pleasure.
Absolutely. I do hope everybody's enjoying the stories that I've been telling and stuff. I try to put a lot of heart and thought into what I do. And again, spicy, feisty. I hope you all are doing well. We'll come back even better. And if you guys are reading any of the stories, I hope you're enjoying them too.
Aw, that's very nice. All right.
So,
Thank you, K-Pack. We
all right.
appreciate you a lot.
I'm gonna go back into the crowd and sit down.
Okay. Thank you. All right. We don't have anybody else in the waiting room. I know my mic is acting up, so I'm going.
Me. It's me. It's V.I.
Oh. All right. Take over, VIP.
I'm ready for the.
I hear some babies.
Oh, I'm in training right now. Midget training. Getting choked out by my 2-year-old. Anybody got questions? No questions for VIP?
Doing
Flea
VIP.
bags?
What was that?
This is VIP, right? You can hear me?
Yeah.
How you doing, bro?
We doing okay. You know, just got finally a faction worthy of my time decided to pick up C2CW's most valuable free agent.
Oh, that's you. That's what you're saying?
I'm the number one contender for Andrew Graves' world title. I've beat him 3 times.
And you don't have a faction?
Hey, I'm about to be the new leader of Atomic Armageddon.
Are you gonna join them, or you already part of them?
I'm already part of them. I was the first one to announce their colors.
All right. All right. So how does it feel to be part of AA, the most hated and the newest group in CW?
You know what? I would honestly like to say that I don't think they're the most hated. I think they're the most interesting and under appreciated faction in C2CW. I personally think the most hated faction is Beautiful and Dangerous. They brought in men, and they even bring in the women's men. So what happened? Bella left, and me and her formed the newest group. With the help of everybody else, we show that everybody that we are Atomic Armageddon.
Now I don't know where Andrew went, but I know Andrew would have had some questions for you. But I would like to know, what's up with Parker and Parker Security? What's up with Bella Rose? Are you in charge of that, or is she in charge of this? Who's protecting them?
No. We both run Parker Security, but through obligations, she's the head of Parker Security. I run VIP Customs. That's why we changed it from VIP Security to VIP or to Parker Security. That just had to do more with the paperwork. And he's about to be a Parker anyway, so instead of Rose Security, we went Parker Security.
As me and Hunter's always being attacked back here, so we gotta know who's in charge. So we gotta know who to blame and send checks to, hospital bills to. Okay, VIP. I know that you just said you're a free agent. What's the mission for your new group you just made? I mean, you're not a free agent, but you was. What's the new group? What's the mission for AAA? I mean, AA. What's the mission?
The mission is complete and utter takeover. We're showing to everybody because, like everyone said, we're the most elite superstars, and we've come together. We got tired. I believe our members that came from other factions got tired of carrying dead weight, so they formed together, and now no one carries dead weight. And we're just going to go in. We're going to take over. We have most of the titles already. There's only a few more we got to pick up, and then it will be C2CW versus Atomic Armageddon.
I doubt the Black Dragons will have that deja vu or bad itself. I'm pretty sure these people will stand up. I'm pretty sure.
They can stand up all they want, but you know it becomes a point where it is Steve Urkel versus Mike Tyson. Not
And
much.
y'all Steve Urkel. Y'all Steve Urkel, but y'all transform into Stefan once in a while.
They're still going to get knocked out by Mike Tyson.
That's true. That's true. That's true. We understand.
I mean, look who we have. We have the world champion, Mistress Luna. We have one of the hottest females in Feisty. We have another champion in Jen Wolverine. We have the Queen Bee champion, Bella Rose. We're about to have the world title. That's going to be around my waist. We're about to have the undisputed title. Jedi is going to take that home. Bella Rose and myself or anybody in our faction can dethrone Vextra and Big Rig, whether that be Ghost and Feisty, whether that be Rage and Luna, whether that be Jedi and Jin, or any one of those. We have the tag team titles that me and Rage just showed that we can put our differences aside and just destroy anybody. And I was sick with the flu. I was down 20% and still won that match.
Down, you pulled the Jordan then.
Right. And then before that, I picked up with Spicy and we were undefeated. So it's only a matter of time before one of us gets the tag team titles. And then we're just running C2CW.
All right.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? C2CW, you hear this? I would love to see the chats right now.
Well, Big Rig, yeah, Big Rig does have a question for VIP. He says, VIP, what made you join a faction when you were so anti-faction? You were so against joining any team, which he does have a point because there were very many people who wanted you in their factions, even tagging up with you, and you were adamant about being solo. So now, why all of a sudden a change of heart?
Well, as a solo contender, I was looking at all the factions, and none of them really piqued my interest. Because I was always like, if I'm in a faction, I don't fight nobody in my faction. That's my rule. Because I'm already a part of the most well-known faction in all the Efeds, and that's Element. You look at my cousin Vincent Xander. You look at Sacred One. Bella Rose has now joined Element. You look at Hope Summers, who's dominating the female division over in New Breed. You look at Alexis Sexton over in XIW, about to become a women's champion. My faction is everywhere. To be in a faction here, though, all I saw was a bunch of people bickering, no one really going anywhere. So I was like, why do I need to be a part of that? And then when I got word about Beautiful Dangerous bringing in males, I was like, okay, maybe because Bella Rose went to Beautiful Dangerous, they might extend the olive branch to me. Like that's something I might be according to, because of my connection with Bella, with Ride and Die. And to not get that invite, I was like, what is going on? And then when we got invited to Atomic Armageddon, she got tired of Beautiful Dangerous constantly leaving, showing how weak they are by getting cloned, by getting kidnapped, and her having to hold the faction together and just get nothing out of it. She decided, like, hey, maybe it's time to cut ties and join this, but her stipulation was for her to go. I went with her. And so here I am with a faction that there is no weak link in. We all are after our own things. We're not getting in each other's way. And the thing about it is, too, is like we're not trying to fight each other. I kept seeing so many factions fighting in matches against each other. I was like, this don't make sense to me. So why don't we form a faction of the super elite and just go on a warpath? So when I got the opportunity to go on a solo run because I was focused on tag team titles and the mixed titles. And then I brought Bella Rose into this and just watched her catapult in singles competition. She was bringing home more titles than me. And then she finally told me, he goes, hey, go on a singles run. I support you. And then here I am about to be on the top of the mountain looking down on everybody. So it's time to stop playing nice and it's time to start playing for keeps.
Okay.
And Atomic Armageddon, we play for keeps.
Hopefully, I get the big pay-per-view coming up. Hopefully, I keep these belts. Hopefully, you win your match and you get the what's that word? Hayden likes to use. Someone doesn't have to eat crow. But Atomic is on the fucking map now. Y'all been talking a lot of map stuff tonight. I know it's gonna be crazy in the backstage. Me and Andrew's gonna be busy, so is Frenzy. Y'all say that you're going to. You kind of basically told us left. You don't want to be part of Bad because the last man that actually went inside Bad. That sounds crazy. The last wrestler was Morningstar. That was the last male, and then after that, that's when Armageddon was built. Does that have to do with anything? Because that was the last male, or was it when they added Ryan Storm that made you think of making AA, or when they added Death Shadow, did you start thinking of making AA? What made you start thinking it? Which wrestler? Because they had guys for a couple of weeks.
Well, it was the fact that it wasn't the fact that they were adding guys. I could care less who they added. It was the fact when Bella Rose, when people were trying to figure each other out, and then Bella Rose asked everybody, "Okay, can I bring in VIP?" And like they all kind of said, "Oh, let's wait on that," or maybe not right now, or he wanted to go solo, and she's constantly told me, goes like, I'm working with people to try to give you a chance because you kind of rubbed everyone the wrong way, and I was like, I don't care if I rub people the wrong way because I'll fight everybody, I'll fight anybody. When I first came in to C2CW, I took on a world champion in a Hell in a Cell. When I came in, I went after anybody and everybody. Went after Smoke. Went after Jedi. I was the first person to defeat Spicy in a solo run. Yeah, I had to put him through a barricade, but got it done. And to see that kind of greatness, and they kind of like, yeah, next. I'm like, okay. So when they told me that they wanted me, and they extended the olive branch and said, hey, you're one of our top guys. As a matter of fact, we're going to show you as Atomic Armageddon first to let them know that, hey, we mean business because we got the top free agent in C2CW. C2CW's greatest VIP, Victor Ian Parker, to join our faction. We're going to open up eyes, and that's exactly what we did. We went in and we
won by count out in that tag match.
What?
You heard me there, VIP.
Who's this?
You brought
This is
in
a
Demon
demon
Dark.
of Dark County.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, and I had something to say to you there, boy. You only won that count out. You only won that match by count out. Like a pussy.
I'm sorry I beat your ass so bad you couldn't crawl back in the ring?
It wasn't me. It was my brother.
I made you stay out for 10.
Okay, it was a good match, but I want to know more about.
And then I walked into a 20-man battle royal, came in at number 13 and won that. So C2CW is going to finally hit international waters and go to Tokyo. Anything else you want to say about that Demon Drake? Because I told you I was sick and at 20%. So I was like 80% feeling good. So my 80% can destroy your 100%.
I love that.
My B game.
We can sell the old-fashioned way in that squared circle. I done faced your cousin. I ain't scared to face you neither.
Demon Dog, since you in here, it sounds like you want to face VIP. Since you invaded his interview, it sounds like you want a one-on-one with VIP to shut him up. Is that true?
Yeah, and I got a stipulation for this too.
Okay, what's happening here?
My yard, Hell in the Cell.
You keep calling it that your yard, Demon Dog, but you seem to get beat a lot in cells.
Damn!
Damn! Because you didn't deal with all the music. I don't need to come out to no nasty music.
That's right. He doesn't like certain music. The music is what makes people decide if they're going to win or lose, huh?
Would you like a match with him, VIP?
I want to face VIP.
You want to face VIP.
There, yeah. Since we're going to Tokyo, why don't I face you in Tokyo?
Face in Tokyo. Y'all want to bring C2CW to Tokyo.
Sounds like he wants to face VIP in his own backyard.
I tell you what. I'll take you on in your yard, and you'll be in my world. You're on, Demon. Hell in the Cell, Tokyo Drift, VIP versus Demon, Hell in the Cell main event, your yard versus my world.
Let's go. USA versus Japan. If I remember correctly, USA has the advantage there. World War II, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, VIP, we have more questions for you.
We'll see, but get him out of here. We're done. I'm done with Demon.
All right. All right, VIP. Well, thank you.
No problem. You had one more question for me. What was that? Fleabags.
Oh, okay, my bad. You said that you was overlooked. I felt like people noticed you. When I came to the business, people noticed you in the background. You was the cameras followed you backstage when I got here. Do you feel like you was overlooked because you wasn't part of a faction?
I feel like I was, and then like with the way C2CW does things, I felt like the more I got W's, the more wins I got in a division, the more they kept me away from that division. So if I was racking up singles wins, I immediately went to Royal Rumbles and tag matches. If I was in tag matches, they put me in Royal Rumbles and multi-man matches just to hold me down. So instead of sitting here and crying about it, I decided to do something about it. So the game was played. I understand politics. So if I'm part of the most dominant team in C2CW, then they have no choice but to they can't deny opportunity of a god.
I mean, to be fair though, atomic astronauts or whatever they are called, they're just new faction. I mean, how can you call themselves dominant if they just barely?
Exactly.
You can call them dominant, for the people in them. You have basically the Mount Rushmore of C2CW. And on top of that, some of these guys are from former leagues who are the Mount Rushmore on top of that. It's basically, the way I look at it, it was mid 90s WCW. You brought in Hogan, Nash, and Scott Hall from WWF. They came in, they became a faction, and they dominated for 12 years.
But you
And
didn't.
when we finally get to 2K20, or we finally get to 2K35, Atomic Armageddon will still be dominating.
That sounds like a good place to say goodbye to VIP, because we do have Mr. Ryan Storm waiting to be in the hot seat.
Oh man, this is gonna be a good one. VIP, it was an awesome interview, bro. It's an honor. You are a superstar, and I can't wait to see what AA does.
Me neither. I'm out.
Okay.
Have a good one.
And Brad, just real quick, I know Brad he was waiting. I know you got interviewed before, Brad, but since Ryan just came in, he's wanting to be interviewed, but now he has an opportunity. So we're gonna go ahead and let Ryan Storm come in, and then after that you will be in here, Brad.
Hello, Ryan.
Well, the way it sounds like Brad's been in here a time or two already.
How you doing?
How are you, Brad? Ryan.
But I've been mixed up with a shakeup that Blue pulled out, and I was like, what am I gonna do next?
What are you?
So I have a question before the reporters start. You keep saying that Blue, but I believe, as we've seen from other people, you were given the opportunity, like the Demon Brothers and other people, to go back to their faction. So are you going to continue to blame Blue, or are we going to see
I
what
don't
Ryan
blame
Storm is
him. He just
capable
gave
of?
me a curveball that I'm not sure I've never had before.
So are you going to strike out, or are you going to knock it out the park?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do next.
Hey, bro. We're new here. I wanna get to know you a little bit. So tell C2CW about yourself. Who's your character, bro? Let them know you. Everybody's saying that you a flip flopper. You were John Kerry. You jumped from there to there. Show them that you're
What do
loyal.
you mean by that?
Let them know who you are.
I'm Ryan Storm.
What's your wrestler about, Ryan Storm?
Well, I've been in for 5 years. I've done a lot. Been in the tag team division, been singles competition.
Juicier questions then. You wasn't bad. What's this controversy going on? You seem like you was a loyal member of Bad, and then you seem like you betrayed. You heard the chats earlier. They want to know what happened there. What's going on? You heard the
Well, I
other.
was bleeding the faction. I was for the faction, and somehow, some way, I got on the other side that I don't know how and don't know why it happened. I mean, I wanted to stay, but somehow I got sent out.
What faction were you a part of, and what faction were you sent to?
I was sent to the Atomic Armageddon, and I was like, at first didn't feel exactly comfortable, but now I went back, and now it's like the old faction's getting torn apart, and now I'm in that stage of what am I going to do next?
So what is Ryan Storm going to do next?
Good question.
I haven't gotten a clue right now.
You should talk to Bad again.
Like,
He was a loyal member. You gotta make
well,
up.
I don't know. It feels like it's getting torn apart.
Make up with Death Shadow. You gotta make up with a lot of the members of our group.
Death Shadow left.
Well, Frenzy, you're friends with the goat Vextra. What does she say about Bad and Ryan Storm?
Actually, she's actually on her way right now. She was gonna go to Kaida's locker room, but she's making her way this way. So, all right, here she is. I'm giving the mic over to her.
Vector, how you doing?
All
Thank
right,
you.
hello. I'm here. I'm here, guys. Hi, guys. Thanks for having me. I needed to come in and say some stuff. But what was your question? Because I didn't get it.
Oh, with you being the goat of C2CW, and the leader of Beautiful Dangerous, and everything falling apart, what is your thoughts on Ryan Storm? Because it seems like he is lost, trying to be found, and it looks like you're trying to find missing pieces of a puzzle.
Well, that missing piece is not going to be found, and I'm sorry to say, but Bad is I can't be in a faction that leaves a bad taste in my mouth, with Feisty leaving, Death Shadow leaving, Bella leaving. There's really nothing. Ryan, you're a great guy, but you confuse the heck out of me. You say one thing and then you tell me another thing. Your inconsistencies do not match up. So, in a way, I was hoping you did leave Beautiful and Dangerous, because as the leader of that faction, I need people that are going to be confident. I need people that are going to be strong. I don't want any kind of back and forth, because once that's done, that's done. I'm done. So
I wasn't doing no back and forth.
you were doing plenty of back and forth. You couldn't make your mind if you wanted to stay in whatever atomic blast or whatever the heck they're called. And I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on. So I would just rather you leave. And then I just, I don't know. I decided if anybody doesn't know,
I don't know
Vextra is
how I
no
got
longer
on
with
the
Bad.
end of the stick of that. It was some way I was leaving. I didn't want that, and somehow, some way, it happened. And that's
I
something I'm
think Luna
confused
is
about.
going to join you all.
Oh,
She
yes, please bring the honey baked ham in.
Hunter, you already know I will throat punch you. Leave my hands alone.
What about the mango?
But I sat back and I had a bit of a conversation with Vextra. Luna did. Luna and Vextra are not happy with each other right now. That in due time will work itself out. But Luna had conversations with Ryan, and he sits here and acts like he's the victim and everything was beyond his control, when I personally told him, you don't have to stay in Atomic. If you want to go back to Bad, go back to Bad. He decided to, and then do the flip flop more than a fish out of water. And finally, what was it, Monday night, I believe, said, oh, I'm going to go back to Bad. So Atomic Armageddon said, you made your bed, lay in it. So that's what you got to do, is kind of man up and accept your role in all of this and stop playing the victim.
Ooh, we get the popcorn out.
I was in a faction I got taken out of somehow, or removed somehow. Gone, that I bled for in the beginning.
But
And that's
why
something
the
I'm confused
inconsistency?
about.
Why couldn't you just tell me, like, hey, I got moved and I want to stay with Beautiful and Dangerous? You were just I could tell that you were torn, okay? But I need that confidence in you and say, you know what, I'm sticking to Beautiful and Dangerous. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. And then I heard behind the, through the grapevine, that the only reason why you wanted to go back to Atomic astronauts, or whatever the hell their name is because you wanted to stick Armageddon. You wanted to stay with Feisty. Why are you going to stay with Feisty when I'm the leader of Beautiful and Dangerous? And Luna, why the hell wouldn't you even tell me that this was going on, knowing that I was confused? You could have been open with me.
He was a grown-ass man who needed to make a decision for himself, and he can't seem to do that. He was given every opportunity to go back to bad, but it was, oh, I want to stay with Feisty. Then it's like, I don't know what I want
I
to
was
do, and this
confused,
eternal
okay?
struggle that we have watched. You don't
Okay,
think Luna was sad? She was pulled away from the faction that her and Wild Rage built. That was their baby, their home. But you know what? Luna sucks it up, saw the true color of some of the people in there, and carries on. You got to do the same thing, Ryan.
no, hold on. Ryan was saying he's confused. So Ryan, here's your chance to clear the air. Now,
Because I was confused.
okay, so why were you
I didn't know
confused
what
with
I
what
was
happened?
doing? Didn't know what I
Okay.
was doing. Didn't know where I was going.
So now that you've heard from both Bad and Luna from Atomic Armageddon, formerly known as the Misfits, do you
No,
have
no,
do you have
no,
a sense
no,
of
Hunter. Atomic Armageddon is not the Misfits.
no? I said formerly. You were formerly of the Misfits.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, with Mistress Luna and Vextra telling you how they feel because apparently they're saying that you're double dealing or triple agency. With the confusion you got going on, do you see a clear path now, or are you more head in the clouds and not know what direction to go still?
Right now, I don't know which way I'm going, what I'm doing.
See, and that's exactly why I didn't want you in Beautiful and Dangerous. That's exactly why I always questioned you because, like I said, I need somebody that's going to be confident in everything. With you going back and forth, this is the back and forth that I'm talking about. Okay?
And
so I don't want that. That's why I decided, you know what? I'm done with Beautiful and Dangerous. I have two of my freaking best girls that left me. No word, no warning, nothing.
Well,
They couldn't even
here's
come to me
part
and
of it
say this is
too.
what happened.
Here's another part of it too. Who I once worked with wants to hunt me down.
Ooh-hoo, like Ryan, for real. Like, we've all had
Nixon.
shit happen. Like, Luna has had the short end of the stick, but I put on my big girl panties and I get over it. You gotta shit
Luna,
or
you
get off
don't
the
get it.
pot. And no, I
Nixon
do
wants
get
to
it.
hunt me.
Okay, then stand up. Fight him, fight him, meet him in the ring, or admit that you're scared of him and say you don't want to fight him. It's not this eternal, like, life or death battle, man.
I know it's not, but you don't know Nixon as well as I do, Luna. I've worked
Ooh,
with him. You don't know Nixon as well as I do. I've
okay.
worked
So
with him.
What's
okay,
Nixon
so
capable
the
of?
the floor is yours. What is Nixon to you?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk
Well,
in
he's
code.
somebody
Well,
I've worked
let's
with for a
decipher
long
it.
time, and we have our ups and downs where we beat the hell out of each other, and the only way he's gonna quit is if I go into that ring and kick the snot out of him, or at least try to, or he and I
Do it.
beat the hell out of each other.
Well, you say that you have this history, but it doesn't sound like anything different than what some of us have. Like you look at VIP and Wild Rage, who are now in a faction together. Him and his cousin used to destroy the houses in other leagues, and Vincent Xander's dad, the Sacred One, turned Wild Rage into a janitor and burnt down his asylum. Now the family gets along, and you want to talk about how things are more deeper than you can get. Turning a man from a champion to a janitor probably don't get no deeper than that. So tell
That's
us
deep.
what is this whole thing of between you and Nixon, because you're not giving us enough substance. You're telling us that this is a 7-course meal, but you're still only giving us like iceberg lettuce and ranch as
I
an
mean, the way I
appetizer.
look at it is I didn't know what I was doing. I was nervous. I was confused, mixed feelings all in once. And it was like, I didn't know what to do, didn't know what to go. And
Okay, so you didn't know what to do, didn't know what to go, and it seems like from what Vextra is saying is that
I went all different directions.
you wanted to stay with Feisty. So was Feisty puppet mastering you? Is that what
I
you're
don't know what
going
was
for?
going on. I
Oh
mean, I
my
don't know.
word.
Okay.
This is the conversation. This is the conversations Luna has with Ryan. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you know? Can you tell us that? What do you
It
know?
might lead me to turning into the Ryan Storm I was 5 years ago.
And what was that? Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting to meat and potatoes. What was Ryan Storm 5 years ago? Was he a hurricane
Guy
or was
that
he just a
would
drizzle?
be the nicest guy to you in the world, but if you ever pissed him off, he'd put you through a table.
Because you're Ryan fucking Storm.
Exactly.
So what
And
is
Wild
he?
Rage
So
prove that.
So with what you're saying, you're going to become the Ryan Storm of 5 years ago. So are we getting a typhoon? Are we getting a level 5 hurricane? Or are you just all talk and just coming in with 2 inches of rain?
Basically, what would happen if a heel and a face crossed?
Okay, you have VIP. That's VIP right there. That's a heel and a face mixed. That's Vincent Xander, heel and face mixed. You gotta give us more, bro.
Oh, I'd give out
Why do we need
Storm
to invest
5s.
in Ryan Storm when he's just talking about confusion and he's talking all these great things, but for some reason just isn't delivering? Like you've gotten the golden ticket. Who are you going to cash in on? Who are you going to make the example out of?
Don't know yet.
Ooh.
Yeah, see that's why I don't want to deal with him or anybody who was in Beautiful and Dangerous, because either they leave or they just don't know what the heck they want. So that's why I've decided to go drop Beautiful and Dangerous and go solo. That way I can just deal with it on my own.
That's probably what I'm going to round out to do.
So
So you're
copying
not gonna
somebody
even go
else's route again.
I flew in on my own and started
If
making
you ask,
history, maybe.
if you ask me, I think Storm's more confused than Vextra's double personality.
But this is why,
What are you talking about? I never had double personality.
Like, literally, Vextra and Luna are not speaking right now. They mad as hell at each other, but they do agree on one thing. Like, just like she said, she wanted him out of bad. This is why he's not atomic Armageddon material, because you can't decide what you want to do. Nobody has time for that.
Right.
Ryan
boy.
Storm, we thank you for this. We hope you get your head on straight, and we hope we get to see who you're going to make an example out of real soon.
Yeah, Ryan, I wish you the best. I really do. I really wish that I really hope that you find what you're looking for and be the person you need to be. But right now, I don't think it's with any
I just
factions.
feel like I'm not the
Definitely.
same person I walked in as.
Well, that's why you need to find yourself.
And I think that's probably what I'm doing right now.
Oh, then good luck. All right. Well, I'm gonna go and actually hold on. Let me see. I got a message from Kaida, and she told me to show this on stream. It's for Vextra. So I'm gonna see what this is about. Hold on. See if I can. Let's see. What is this? What the heck?
I don't know, Luna. I'll figure it out.
Well, I wish you the best in figuring it out.
But if Brad wants to get in here,
There's a video
I'll walk
playing.
out and let him come in. If that's all you guys need from me, I mean, I'll let Brad walk in here.
Okay, so this video is pretty strange. It's from Kata, so I will have to see what that is about with her, and yeah, not sure what that means, but I'll figure it out, I guess. But anyways, there's so much more that I want to say, and I won't say it here, but Feisty and Bella know how I feel, and yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
I'll admit it. I was torn a little bit, or a lot.
Oh, I know you are. But we're past that. I'm past it. You gotta be
But
past
I'm
it. We're all
past
past
it.
it. Exactly. So, all right, I'm out. I'm gonna give the headset back to Frenzy, and have a good night. Okay, I am back. How many of you missed me? Probably none of you. Use craziness. Just kidding.
And Tater is back, and it looks like we have one more person left in the waiting room to come up, and I think this will wrap up the evening tonight. Will it not, Frenzy?
Yes, it will definitely wrap up. We had a great night. So, the only thing though, I believe, Inferno Zilla wanted to have an interview with Morningstar, but Morningstar appears to have some difficulties. So if
Hold on, did Vextra leave?
yes, she did. She
Oh,
left.
I had one question for her. I was going to ask her, since she's the C2CW GOAT, with Beautiful Dangerous breaking up, how does it feel to be sacrificed?
I don't know. She might answer in chat. So I know she was on her way to see
Kaida?
Kaida. So we'll wait, since she might be able to answer you in the chat, or
Okay.
maybe on a promo. So just stay tuned. She'll get to you. She'll get to your question.
Okay.
So let's
we have
see.
Brad.
Morningstar. Can we get
Yeah.
Morningstar back in here?
And it looks like Brad is having issues with his sound again.
What about Mistress Luna? She's still here.
She has flown the coop. Why? Did you have a question for her?
Oh, I did, as far as, because she came in and she was saying a lot to Ryan Storm about the Misfits. It was a group that her and Rage built, but her and Rage walked away. How does she feel about being a part of a team that doesn't seem like they want to break up? And it, like she was saying something about how she put in a lot of work, and then her and Rage just kind of realized that they were the strong players and left.
I do not know. Maybe she will answer you like Frenzy said about Vextra. Maybe Luna will answer in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, I walked away and I came back and I was like, oh, they left. I'm sorry.
I do not know who this person is in the waiting room. Do you, Frenzy?
I do not, but oh, you know what? I think yes, he hasn't changed his name over, but he's a new person coming in. Let me. Well, before I bring him in, Inferno Zilla, can you still hear us?
I can.
Oh, there you go.
How is everyone doing on this fine evening?
Good.
Inferno,
You wanted to do an
to
interview with
I'm
Morningstar,
here.
correct? Morningstar is in the building. Yay! Welcome in, Morningstar. One of my
How you
favorites of
guys
all
doing?
favorites. Yes.
I just got one thing to say to Morningstar. I appreciate for you having my back every night that no one in a backlight ever trusted me because I've betrayed every other faction what I've ever came across. But you've had faith in me, and I appreciate that, bro.
No problem, bro. No problem, bro. We're here to make superstars. I see potential in you. I see the Zilla in you. I see that monster. I see that Kong in me sees the Zilla in you. So don't worry about it, bro. Well, C2CW, I watched all night tonight. I don't know if Andrew has any questions. It was an interesting night. I enjoyed myself. I'll ask myself questions if Frenzy is still here or not. If you have any questions.
Well, I have one for you, Morningstar. Vextra said that Beautiful and Dangerous is done, so where's that going to leave you?
I guess I'll hold it down. If it's bad, I'm a solo artist then. I don't need nobody. Listen to me, bro. Star is a star. I don't need nobody. I don't need to be part of. I'm probably one of the only superstars that hasn't been made by other superstars. No
I thought you were a
co-signing.
tag team star.
No co-signing. No tell. Nobody else named to hold me down. Nobody to back me up. So I'm gonna say that I'm good where I'm at. I've got comfortable being by myself. Y'all see my Sun in the Stars Solar Flare. She's comfortable being by herself, but she has expanded herself into being with people like the Unbreakable Cade and Spice Girl, for example, and the Black Dragon, for example. But me, I'm a solo artist. I'm not used to it. I used to be in a group called AWO. Um, we were a real dominant faction. And I can say that because the history, we have a history, a dominant history, not of just coming in with people who have championship belts. I'm saying that to AA. But I heard in the show y'all was saying y'all was dominant and y'all really haven't done anything yet. Y'all just came in one match. You haven't fought everybody yet. So I would like to see y'all fight more. I'm sad that Vextra wasn't here when I got here because I was gonna ask her what about the rest of the group. We not. I understand that the girls left like Feisty and Bella and stuff, and kind of they felt like they were saying that they were holding the team down while you were gone playing a zombie or playing a demon. When the truth is, like we don't really say this in my house because Stola would kill me for it. But you're like the female goat. You've been holding it down. I don't know what she's talking about of holding it down. You've been holding the bad down for a while. So has Feisty, who is to me and probably to everybody else the most known wrestler in C2CW. The most popular and the most well-known person backstage. And she got peaches and blue in her pocket. Feisty is cool like that. She's a veteran, and so yeah, Blue Bad was a great group before they even added me or Ryan or the man himself, Death Shadow, or any other fella that's in the group. So to leave the group, I think we could have still did good things. I hope that you reconsider, but time is up for that, I guess. So everybody else in Bad, I'm sorry that let you down, but hopefully there's another faction for you guys. Maybe a faction. Maybe in the future I'll make my own faction. And any more questions? VIP? Not
VIP
VIP,
ain't
excuse
here.
me. My bad. My
But I can tell
bad.
you that VIP didn't need anybody to elevate himself. He just joined a group because of the politics.
No. I'm not saying that you made AA. I'm just saying as an individual. I was hearing that VIP said that he was the highest free agent. VIP is a baby morning star. Just saying. He got the same finishes and everything.
Wow.
Same baby Morningstar. So he don't have to. He not. If you're a free agent and I'm a free agent, I don't want to see how VIP was a bigger free agent than Morningstar. I'm just speaking as myself as Morningstar. I'm a very confident wrestler. It runs in our solar system, and our blood is in that dark matter in the space. That's where I be. And
well, I can't speak for VIP, but I can just tell by what was going on. Okay, so Morningstar gets kidnapped and disappears with Spicy. During the clone battle, VIP rescued and changed 3 out of the 3 clones personally himself, and has done all these great things in the short amount of time he's here. And he can say that with Morningstar, he comes in and out like an eclipse.
Matches, and we won that match, and you won by doing the gaze upon the stars, and that was when we freed Spicy, and that was the last demon. I was also in that match, but I don't take credit for that match. Brad's Inferno Zilla, my manager, my employee. That's the guy I manage. A very great superstar. He's he's very loyal, but he has to be. You have to be loyal to him, and people haven't been loyal to him. I would like to address him, Brad. Excuse me, Inferno Zilla. You are going to shine. You're gonna shine brighter than I am. You're gonna shine so bright, bro. Your new moves are crazy. Just give it some time. Um, we have you in the gym. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you Sunday in the gym. I want you there from 7 a.m. to 4. It's like a job now. We want you in shape. I want C2CW to see the best wrestler you can be. We're gonna have Solar Flare there. I'm gonna try to have some of the new people I met in Bad, and I'll try to have Andrew Hunter and Fleabags there to do a report about it. But that message right there was for my client, Brad Zilla. I just want him to know. Excuse me, we changed his name to Inferno Zilla. I want him to know that his potential is unlimited. If he ever watched Dragon Ball Z, he's like Gohan. He's like Gohan. I want him to know that. And back to the wrestling. It's great to be back.
You just said that Inferno's like Gohan, so he becomes great, dies, comes back and dies again, and comes back and becomes middle aged and needs glasses.
Gohan is only like 24 years old.
Still needs glasses and doesn't fight that much.
Gohan is the only Dragon Ball Z character who never died. I just be watching this backstage, bro. When I be this is what Spice Girl and Solar Flare Spice Girl and Solar Flare had me watching. I be watching old Dragon Ball Z episodes. So yeah, Gohan's never died. He's never died before. So yeah, Brad Inferno Zilla will never die. He will be the only one who never dies. He's the future. If you want to fight him, you could try it out. You could try it out. We're sending out invitations. We're sending them out to every superstar individually. Relax, Solar, relax. I'll tell them what you said. I got Solar Flare next to me too, and she's anxious. She got a lot to say. And Solar Flare would like to say, fuck it. Solar Flare would like to say that she loves C2CW, and she wants to thank you guys for the opportunity. And she has a message for who? She has a message for the females. She's not no one individually. She says, don't think because I've been losing here and there that I'm not getting those titles. Now sit your ass down, Solar. You got matches to win. Now back to what I was saying. Now Morningstar, the superstar, is happy to be back as well, like she said, and I'm just happy to be back. This is for Blue. This is for I enjoy coming back. I miss Tater. I miss Neek himself. I miss we don't really see Peaches, but we miss Peaches. I just miss the environment. I got Cade back there. I miss the security guards. I miss everybody. So it's good to be back in C2CW. I wish I had Spicy with me right here, man, so we could tell you guys for the first time how it was to be kidnapped. It was a crazy experience. I can't share that experience without him. I can't tell you that experience. But it was
Can I just say something?
Say it again?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've got to get something off my chest. What I've been trying to say. It's that you know when everybody like is against me because I turned my back on them For example, Big Rig, though, has like not got a fond of me because I turned back on the agency. There's a reason why I turned my back on the agency. The fact is, I didn't need them. Here's the thing. Back then, Big Rig was a champion. He didn't need me. He didn't need. I'm just waiting for that time where Big Rig turned on every single member of the agency. And then they'll all just come to me and say to me that I'm right, 'cause they know for a fact that I am right. You got to think of it in this way, in like wrestling histories. There's always factions, but factions never stay together. It's like one faction that stays together in WWE. That's New Day, but eventually they split up. And that's what I'm saying here. We'll all get split up in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And how do people not know that? Me trying to be in an agency, I was trying to use them to get to Big Rig's title. I just wish people could see that sooner.
You was trying to use them, you were saying?
Yeah.
A good thing. So don't say it out loud like that. This is not information I'm giving you. Yeah, that's not a good thing to say. But we understand that you're trying to get your status. That Rig didn't need you. He's the champ. He has 4 belts, 3 belts. He don't need nobody agency. He's already like a group himself. He has more belts than yeah, I understand that part, but I have something to say as Morningstar that this is for AA. I hopefully Inferno Zilla will be one of those guys that will step up to the plate. I hope there's other females and I hope there's males out there as well that will step up to the plate and see if these guys. I don't know if you ever watched the movie 300, but let's see if these immortals are immortals. So C2CW, let's put their name to the test, and I hope others join me. Just hit me up and we can do something ourselves. We don't have to join a faction, but we could be they're just like some demons. I don't see them standing together that long as if we keep beating them. So let's do our things, guys.
Also, Star, you've got to mention before that you are in a tag team.
We are Inferno Star. We're Inferno Star. I didn't forget. Never.
Yeah, and I just want to point this out that as I guess kind of said before, is fact that you've got like tag teams like the agency or like stuff like that. They put like names together in their hat and just pull 2 names out. There you are, tag team. But that's not the case with me and Star. Thing is, we train every single day, 365 days a year, to be the best of the best.
Do you say 5 days a year?
No, 365.
Okay.
We train like get trained like every day of the year, and then to make ourselves the best of the best, and that's what our difference is between us and the other tag teams. That to them it's just a job. It's just like get the 9 job pockets, but with us, we have something what we'll never have. And that is drive and passion, heart for this business.
I like to hear that. These workouts are really working with you. I like you're a changed man, Brad. Excuse me, Brad. Excuse me, Inferno Zilla. You seem to be a changed man. Hanging around you has changed you, I see. The light has shined upon you.
Yes.
You keep doing your thing. Brad, as your manager, I would like to ask you a question. I'm not Fleabags and Andrew. I just want to ask you a question as your manager, and I want C2CW to know this as well. Since you, who you want to fight? Who you want to fight? Who you want me to set you on a fight with? Who you want to fight as a tag partner as well? We're tag partners. Who you want to fight first? We have, we have, damn, I don't know any tag teams that's even on our map right now. No one's on the radar. There's no beep beeps or nothing like that. So who you want to fight?
Well, as a solo player, I want to face like Rainstorm in that Hell in a Cell match. What management's never put me in. That's the story for another different day.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
But as for
But
tag team,
okay.
I'm thinking of like Big Rig and Zach.
Oh.
That'd be
Good
a good
choices
one.
there.
Or I was going to say Death Shadow and Rainstorm, but I don't think they're together anymore.
That's not good anymore. You spoke back.
But yeah, but and not only that, I want to think this is going to be like a really good matchup in my head. Me against Wild Rage.
Okay.
All right. If you want it in the future, but I want you. Wild Rage is a decorated champion. So you have to either earn his respect and win matches, or he has to call you out. You want to earn your way there. And let me tell you this as a manager, bro. You have to you have to be patient with me. We're gonna get you. I'm gonna try my best to get you these opportunities, but you have to be patient. If you lose a match, it's not the end of the world. You gotta at least try 5 matches before you want to change something. Trust me, you have it. You're very active, and I think that you'll be active. You'll be really good here. You'll be really good here. You was winning some matches before, and before when I put you in this ring, you only had like two. You had I think Frenzy said earlier. You only had you had two special moves, and that was it. Now you have more. So I'm excited. I can't believe you picked up all these moves. You've been learning. You've been learning. He's been learning from a lot of other superstars. He's been picking up. C2CW, beware. My client is looking pretty good. I'm impressed by him in the gym. I'm impressed.
Good,
I'm
good.
impressed. Even the
That's
ladies are checking him out. The
very,
ladies are
very,
checking him out.
very. Yes, those are very inspiring words, encouraging words. Fleabags. That's what we like to hear at C2CW too, as well. The encouragement is always a good thing. And Infernal Zilla, I must say too that ever since you have been working with flea bags, sorry, my English is not very good sometimes. Um, I've seen a change in you, and it's a very positive change. So I just want to acknowledge that you and Fleabags working together, as him being your manager, saying a big difference. So thank you, Fleabags, for doing the work and putting some good vibes into Inferno Zilla. And Inferno Zilla, we wish you the best. Thank you so much for coming in and interviewing with us. And we look forward to those matches.
No problem. I'll see you guys later.
Much love.
Later. Que sera, sera.
Que sera. All right. There you have it, folks. I just want to thank everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Okay, I'll stay in Frenzy. I was gonna go off script and turn into Rena, but no, I will stay in Frenzy. I just want to say, everybody, thank you so much for coming in. We did all this for you, for Blue and for Feisty, and we hope you enjoyed the night. Team, you guys are amazing. Thank you for doing everything you can to make this happen as well. We worked amazing.
You're the best, Vectra.
Thank you.
And Frenzy.
Thank you.
And
It's a
Tatum.
PSA. I got a PSA.
And Wild Rage has a PSA.
A what?
I am currently in my underwear. It's a party.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
definitely
DJ
party in here.
Woo!
But Tater, is there anything you want to add before Wild Rage signs us off?
Wild Rage, put some pants on. This is a family-friendly
Yes,
show.
please.
Thank
Oh
you,
man.
everybody, for coming out tonight. Blue and Peaches, we definitely miss you, but we do hope that you are taking all the time you need for your family and recharging. And we cannot wait for you guys to come back. And just remember, y'all, C2CW, where love is everything and everything is love.
That's
And
right.
Tater,
What?
what Woods is doing is family oriented. He's just showing off his family jewels.
Well, he's
There you have it.
Oh my god, there
Okay.
you go.
Anyways,
Damn, I'm
okay,
family
C2CW, we
around.
love you. Have a great night. Stay tuned for the next management show. Um, we'll just give you updates as we go. So if there's another one coming up, we'll definitely let you know. We'll know what that's about. It's gonna be a great one. Next one, we still have things that we are planning. But again, thank you all for coming out. You guys have a great night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.